Yeah, it is very delayed. And it's cut in and out a few times since then.
No, it's a recording, even though it's telling me live right there.
That's weird.
Let's try refreshing. Let's go to subscriptions.
It's not saying it's dropping frames, but I don't know if it's even.
Yeah, because that's the guy that just walked there. It's about a few seconds behind, it looks like.
But it's working.
Yeah, it looks like it's up. Alright, so let's take a moment and talk about Shannon McRandall. You know, we're handing out signed photos of her that she provided us last celebration. She's still having trouble with, she had surgeries over the fall, and she's having problems with chemo. So, just trying to remember who came before us in the EU. She's still got her GoFundMe up and running. It's made its goal, which is good, but she basically can't do anything at day-to-day activities anymore. So she still needs funding, and she's got on her Facebook page, Shannon McRandall is Mara Jade. She's having a spring sale on signed autographs. You guys want to check that out.
Definitely a good cause, guys, so she could use the support. So I don't know what the chat's saying because the chat's not up. Let's try to get it up. Alright, can somebody send us a quick test message? It's not bad, it's actually pretty good now.
I miswrote, but
Yes. 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 Or yes, I should say. Okay, so basically I want to take that and post it to the Twin Suns now. Yeah, let's go YouTube. Actually, are we live? We are live. Let's get this out of the way. It is much faster now.
yes.
Like, everything's much faster. So whatever settings I messed with were the right settings.
Right. What the hell did I just do? I hate when they change things.
Hopefully it does let us go straight to Facebook tomorrow.
Yeah. Cool. For those interested, I am sharing Shannon's post for her spring sale on autographs on my page, Strong for the Arts.
Strong for the Arts?
Yep.
Good page. Follow that page, guys.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm mostly retired from the page, as you all know. I'm not heavily involved in the movement anymore, though I'm still helping out where and when I can. So I don't make active posts on the page. This week will probably be quite a few posts though, since I am here at Celebration and actively involved in movement activities. Since we are live, I'm going to plug in my phone real quick. And of course I've lost my train of thought, because I was going to go somewhere with that snake. Yes, there is. It's a new page.
What?
We just restarted.
Okay.
So I'm the only one chatting. So yes, we are back up. If you want to tell people, perhaps Dylan should post on the TSF page that we're back up. Since we did not seem to carry over many of our followers. And yes, yet again, they left me alone with the mic, to their own chagrin. Because I have the dirt on them. And officially not being a member of Twin Sons at the moment, I can say whatever I want. They're not paying the least bit of attention either. Alright. So, who want to talk about the billboard project. The original billboard project. So I don't know what's going on with the current billboard project. All I know is when we discussed it while I was there, it's something we keep bringing up time to time, but the conclusion is always that there isn't really much point to doing another billboard. We got our message out there. We got the media coverage that we needed from the first one, and we were talking about targeting Burbank. All right, later, Nate. Thanks for having you here. We'd considered targeting Burbank with Disney Studios headquarters and trying to hit the people up there, get employees there, but it's more prohibitive than Burbank money-wise. We could have done well, not on the side of buses, but on the bus stops and those little bench things. They had stuff, but we didn't consider it to be much use. We weren't going to get our bang for the buck, but we considered doing it at Orlando's celebration, but there wasn't a real good place to choose that we thought people would see it. So we did the mobile advertisements where they sent out in a targeted area. They hit up your phone, and we got target hits from that, but none of us really felt it was very effective because it hit people it was targeted cell phone. We didn't feel like there was much use of that. Yeah, I don't think it's always exciting to do a billboard because it's there, it's visible for a month, and really, honestly, now might be a good time to do one anyway. Back then, there was an atmosphere of hostility towards us, to the movement. And now there is much less hostility. In addition, good, thanks, Nate. In addition, there was a lot of people. We were getting remarks from members of Lucasfilm and their contractees that weren't. What happened when? What part did you start hearing at, Nate? Because I've been talking for a few minutes now. What happened with the screen? Brian was working on it, and it looks like he messed with some settings that he didn't understand, and he got it working.
What's going on?
We're just back up. I was talking about the billboard. Oh, hostility? At the beginning of the movement, there was a lot of hostility. There were various fandoms that members of the Star Wars fandom that didn't understand what exactly the movement was. Before I started, there was a fan group that kind of went rival with one of our fan groups. It was weird. I don't know. Dylan can talk more about that. There was a member that had a condition that I can't remember what it's called, but basically he talks too much and is pushy is what the condition is, and he was at a convention at Dragon Con, and there's a whole incident in Dragon Con where he was pushing flyers on the people, so we got bad publicity there. Chuck Wendig didn't like us. He thought we were behind one-star campaign on Amazon for his book. There were numerous minor minor news organizations. One of them actually put up on their headline was terrorists put up a billboard. When Force Awakens came out, yeah, it's a good thing. I agree with you. Chuck had been overly hostile to a great deal of the fandom, but when Force Awakens came out, the major EU group on Facebook had somebody copy and paste or something, and one of the Star Wars hub sent it to one of their buddies, and then it spiraled out to many news organizations, and it was on the Guardian front page of Yahoo News about fan group demands to spoil Force Awakens, which wasn't true, but it caused a lot more hostility towards the group, and death threats came in to various individuals and the group at large. But it was good times, but we're past most of that, thank goodness. And now might really be a good time for a new billboard, with that hostility gone, with people like Chuck Wendig gone. I actually feel like there's a change somewhere up in the Disney hierarchy above Lucasfilm, really trying to push for a change for being respectful towards the fans. I mean, there's really been some real change lately, and it's hopeful. We got new EU coming out in May. Originally, they wouldn't acknowledge that the Old Republic was part of the EU, but after about a year of saying no, they finally agreed to it that it was. So we're on the uphill climb now. Before it was all downhill. So we're doing well, and it might be a good time to get some positive press out again and make a big statement.
That's what it's about. Yeah, I've been trying to avoid most of that drama, but I was actually accused at one point of being a perpetrator of that one-star Amazon campaign thing. And at the time I was just like, what? I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, but Amazon even came out and said, because Chuck Wendig called them up and complained, and they told him there was no one-star campaign, and it would all settle itself. And actually, Amazon, later after they talked to Wendig, said there was a 5-star campaign, and they deleted a lot of the 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
Because all the 1-star reviews were from verified customers, and the 5 stars were just random people getting on and giving it 5 stars.
I'm sure that there was probably a few people that were just trolling that gave 1 star, but there was nothing organized.
Yeah, there was no organized. When there was definitely an organized 5-star campaign that Chuck Wendig and what's that guy's name from Tossie Station? Brian something. Yeah, but they were definitely pushing for a 5-star to counteract the so-called 1-star campaign. But yeah, we're behind that, and
now we're here.
Yeah, there are a lot of good things going on in the movement, and it actually seems like there's some positive changes going on within the structure itself, the Lucasfilm and Disney, to try to build the fandom rather than tear it down.
So Legends Come will help.
Yes, it will. So just like when we did with when Revan came out, we have to buy. This is the only way we show that that Legends is a viable storyline for purchase. We have to buy it, not just say we're going to buy it.
Revan is, as a Black Series figure, is just exploded in popularity. The other day I went to Best Buy to try to find some, and they said they couldn't even order more because it was so popular. And around the convention here, you see like Revans being sold and everything like that.
Yeah, I know last Celebration, they were very rare, and they were going for, I think the cheapest I saw was $80, but most of them were well over $100.
Did cheapest one I saw besides our booth, which you just use a book to get the Revan figure.
Yep.
I saw a $20 one at another kiosk.
Yeah, they've gotten cheaper since they first came out.
They're more out there in the world.
I feel like they purposely limited the supply, and then they started producing.
And as another thing about the positivity, we are almost 1,000 books donated through the Twin Suns Foundation. Back in 2017, there was concerns from Lucasfilm and whoever was running it that we were just a bunch of trolls trying to stir trouble up. But since then, we've long since proved ourselves. We've done all this outreach with 501st. We've donated all these books. We've put the EU movement in a positive light as just doing a whole bunch of general good for all the children and everything that benefit from it, of course.
Yeah, that 501st team up was a big step up for the foundation.
Yeah. And now here we are, and just talking with people, getting a lot of good reactions.
There's been rumors about that on and off for a while. I've always said I wanted a Game of Thrones style New Jedi Order. I think that would have been amazing. So if there is one, it definitely shows that they realize there's a adult fan base, and we want more sophisticated storylines.
Yeah. It's going to be, if it is in the Old Republic, it's not going to be the Legends or the EU Old Republic. It's definitely going to be a new canon version of the Old Republic, which to all the canon fans who are interested, that's good for you guys. I happen to be a person who only follows really the expanded universe and everything, so whether it is or not, it's no bearing on me and people who share the same viewpoint I do. But I definitely could see them making an Old Republic movie with those guys. Well, what else could they make, really? Besides just random spin-off movies.
And with the popularity of Revan, which has a lot to do with the movement. The movement really pushed for that fan poll, and we got it out there, and we sold it out, and they saw Revan was popular, so they've started doing more with the Old Republic.
Absolutely. And just the fact that the Old Republic is the only source of Legends material that have been continuing since 2014 and before that, actually. So, and it's always been, well, they may have dipped in popularity at some points, but it's still pretty popular. It's popular enough for them to keep making new material for it, new expansions. I was just over at the Old Republic fan community kiosk booth thing, and they're maybe anticipating an announcement for the expansion 6.0 update, maybe this Saturday or something like that. So that's going to be exciting, if true.
Anything new coming out from Twin Suns Foundation? I haven't really been overly involved lately.
New?
Exciting?
Yeah.
Just basically what we've been doing here. Just at Celebration, talking to people. In the past, I mean, today has been fairly light. A lot of the people that you ask or you tell about the raffle that we have going on, saying, "Hey, we have this raffle. If you bring a book, you get a chance to win a prize." A lot of them would say, "Oh, wait, I don't have my books with me. Why would I?"
Yeah, that was.
But they can come back maybe tomorrow and bring a whole ton of books. In the past hour, I had like 4 people that said the same thing. So
yeah, that was a lot of that in Orlando as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I was surprised we still didn't have any info on the app for Twin Suns Foundation. Last time we got our information in too late, but when I thought I haven't been involved, so I don't know, but it was supposed to be a big thing about getting actual info up.
Yeah, with 2017, I wasn't personally involved, but I heard all these stories about how they didn't show up the day before to do the prep time for it, and when they came back, their table was missing. Someone took it.
Yeah, our table was gone.
They had to wait and call somebody, get another table to come in.
Yeah, Dylan was here first thing last time, and we had a table. Then he came I came in my flight a couple hours later, and me and Dylan met up and came back to the convention hall, and the table and chairs were gone.
Yeah. And then it was like, again, it was Lucasfilm not like trying to figure out what we were about, and just not certain that they could actually trust us for whatever reason. Just because of all the bad press, all those fake news stories going around. It painted us in a bad light for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Most of it completely untrue. But, oh yeah, and on their website, they didn't really have any information about the Twin Suns Foundation.
Again, that's what it is this time, too.
Yeah. No, they don't have any information about us?
No, just the booth location.
Well, on the app there isn't, but on the website itself, there actually was.
The website there is?
Yeah. If you go to the Star Wars Celebration website, that actually has the Twin Suns Foundation. And there's another group called Twin Suns Charities, which focus on Armada, Fantasy Flight Games, X-Wing miniature game.
They're a cancer foundation.
Yeah. And a lot of people have been confusing us, which is, fine. Whatever. We have the same name, or a similar name. But I think some of us have actually talked with the Twin Suns Charities, and we both laugh about it. So it's no problem, no issues with that. Bone Man says he agrees that there's a change in perception. I think fans have started calling people out on bogus info.
Yeah, because there was a lot of bogus info out there the first couple years. It was bad.
If you heard any news about Star Wars separate from the EU movement, just to people who are going against Lucasfilm for things like The Last Jedi, stuff like that. And there's that whole, Russian bots stuff. And I'm like, what is even going on right now? So, that has caused a lot of issues too. But, largely separate from us.
Another thing I forgot was, when we put up the billboard originally, we got hit by, I don't know what it was called, because I'm not the tech guy, but we got hit by an attack on the website that shut down the server when the billboard went up.
A DOS, I think?
Yeah.
I'm glad it's better.
It is much better. It was bad. I mean, when we went to Celebration last time, I thought we were going to have people screaming at us. Yeah. That's how bad it was. But I was pleasantly surprised. Everyone was very positive, except for one person, and there really was no problem with.
Yeah, no, one person wasn't like trying to start fights or anything. They were just like, hey, you can't continue the EU because it's non-canon. How is that possible?
And he was talking to Christopher at the time, and all Christopher did was say, yeah, there's no problem with running two storylines at once. Just turn around and right behind him on the big screen was one of the Lego films.
Yeah.
And
is not canon, but still being made. So.
Yeah, he turned around, looked at it, and walked away.
And issue 108, which is definitely part of Legends. Like, not even its own little non-canon thing like the Lego stuff. It's Legends.
Yeah, I remember Pablo talked about the billboard. It was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Snooty? I don't know if that's the right word, but
he wasn't
very complimentary. He was obviously purposely came looking for the billboard, and it was just like it took a sideways picture of it and like, oh look what I saw on my wall.
Yeah.
Brian, this guy's with the garrison that would be in your area.
Really? Cool. And here we go. Just made new connections with some 501st Legion members from my area. Very cool. So I got some work to do there. Just another example of positive things being made within the EU movement in general. So, yeah, one of the Pablo's tweets, I think he said he wasn't like positive about it, but he wasn't like overly hateful.
I got the impression that he could not ignore it.
Yeah.
So he had to post something about it.
He said something to the effect of, you know, it's better than those religious
billboards
that he sees all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I guess that's a step up from an
Thank you,
annoyance.
Patrick. Thank you for supporting it too.
Yeah. Oh, is that Facebook?
Yeah, this is the stream. I guess we lost the update on.
Oh, darn.
It does that.
Okay.
Yeah, it is pretty noisy. It's several thousand people within 50 feet of us, so it's going to be quite loud.
Yeah, yesterday we were worried about, or we were dealing with the giant heavy machinery just wheeling around everywhere, trains, forklifts, and stuff like that. Now it's just the people. Now it's just the attendees. But that's largely what we were expecting anyway.
These things are fantastic.
We'll just try to talk louder into the microphone.
Those are the best.
Yeah, it's totally your fault, mate. Keep posting.
I'm on eBay already.
I have it up on my phone, so I can still see all of it, everything.
What are they saying now?
Renee, welcome to the stream, Renee.
Welcome.
They already announced the new Mandalorian and new Darth Vader game info.
Oh, okay.
And then question mark. So she's asking if they did.
I think a lot of the announcements are going to be like tomorrow and Saturday. Today is kind of just the
There's definitely several panels dealing with the Mandalorian. So I'm thinking it's going to be at one of those.
And I don't know when they're going to be. I think we are kind of too busy here to attend them.
Yeah, and they're not really EU, so
They're not EU, so
we're not particularly interested.
Yeah. Same with the episode 9 info and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
But
we're happy for those who enjoy that stuff, but at the same time, it's not something that we're particularly interested in ourselves.
oh, you got Jedi Fallen Order. Okay, that's cool. I'll just take my issue 108 and go this way.
Yep. They're having multiple covers of that, aren't they?
Yeah. Like 4 or 5.
Excellent.
Maybe more that I know of. I am definitely going to buy
Several of each.
several of each, yes. And then hand them out to all my friends. Just to support it. But
Maybe, if they're lucky.
if they're good. And I think it will be. It sounds like it's going to be. So.
I say, that's where you can go get your own. Make sure you buy as many as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Christopher. We saw
Oh, Chris.
a corn. Moogie said she's seen some Maras.
Mars, yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything else. I saw a hand in carbonite, but that's not EU. I've seen plenty of, unfortunately, Rays and Rilo. Was that his name? Rilo?
Kylo.
Kylo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I just came back from the bathroom and came back over here, and I saw by the SOTOR booth there was Darth Malgus and a Satil Shan who were like doing poses like they were in the middle of a battle. I took pictures of it, but I didn't post them to my page yet.
There were more of those at Orlando last year.
We're doing the drawing in about 10 minutes, so unless we get more people donating books, we're just going to call the 3 people.
How many people have donated? Oh, just 3?
3 people, and there's 4 prizes. So you got 10 minutes to get over here to donate a book, and you're pretty much guaranteed a prize.
If you are at Celebration right now and just so happen to be watching, get over here, donate a book, so you can win your prize. Revan, Jaina, or the Lego Assault Tank.
Jeremy from Johnson says, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is streaming outside the building. If you guys are cool with him, make friends, and maybe some of his 950 plus viewers can be yours.
If he wants to stop by our booth,
Well, it sounds like he's outside. He might not have.
no, might have today's access. I don't care. Sure, I'd love to meet him.
Hello. Hello in Radio Land. Hello.
Those are our neighbors, the Imperial Commissary.
They have some awesome games going on.
Yeah, they're doing a Pichico and a wheel spinning thing. Very popular.
They got
They're
patches,
drawing the
pins,
crowds.
wristbands, tattoos, stickers.
And oh yeah, another EU cosplay I saw was the Dark Empire
Thank you.
Palpatine. Cool. And shout out to the Imperial Commissary. Check them out
They just gave us some wristbands.
on their website. Yep. There you go.
Thank you.
Check that out. ImperialCommissary.com. Collections by collectors. That sounds right. He's having a hard time streaming inside. Us too. We had to pay for that wireless connection thingy,
Yeah.
and it took like an hour or 2 hours for Brian to set it up. Not the easiest thing in the world.
We have our own wristbands we're giving out. It doesn't look like you can see that. Throm Zom Clock first.
That was the most popular one we had.
We got, we ran last year. They ran out the first day.
Oh boy. Yeah, we have way more now.
We got the lanyards. This is not the one we're giving out this year, but it's very similar. I think Ryan has one of these
Yeah.
ones.
This is the new one.
OG first edition.
Yes, OG first edition. They got gray backs. They're very nice and soft on the back. Velcro for easy removal.
Oh, I don't know. Mine doesn't have that, does it?
No.
All right. Well, whatever.
Giving out the Twin Sons pins. We noticed last time, again, you can't see that, basically it's a very small version of the logo.
Yeah.
Last time we noticed pins were a very big deal.
I picked up one from the Old Republic fan community. It's just like 3 booths down that way. That way.
I spoke about it earlier, but I don't think the stream was up. So, Deha Artwork has a booth here. She's an awesome artist. Her business card has
Got a patch.
Thank you. Her business card has Jaina. It's hard to tell probably on the screen. Jaina on the other side. But today and today only, she's giving out Mara pins.
Oh, I need to head over there.
Very awesome. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any prints. I was going to buy one of them, but unfortunately, she didn't have any of those available. And it's today only is the Mara pins. So you need to get them today or you're going to be out low.
Let me show you guys what I bought. I forgot about these. I forgot they were a thing.
Oh yeah, I remember
The
those.
Jedi Search Micro Machines.
I had some of those.
It was only $6, but when the guy opened it up, there was 2 of them missing. So I was like, I'll take it for $5. And he's like, okay. It's got Admiral Dala, the Sun Crusher, the one and only. Lorith Duel, the guy who imprisoned Han Solo on that planet. And Kip Euron. You know, everyone knows Jedi Kip Euron.
Speaking of Jedi Search, I had brought a book to donate, but then I thought better of it. I have no problems donating. I got an original
It matches mine, kind of.
Jedi Academy series, still in the original box, in the original plastic.
Yep.
I have no problem donating this. I realized I don't want this ever to be opened.
Yeah. It only counts as 1 raffle ticket because it's one item. No, not really.
So we can't talk about her anymore.
Right.
Chat is working. I mean, stream is working. I don't think they're die cast. They're plastic, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're plastic because I used to have a bunch of those. Probably still do some.
They look plastic. They're cool. Regardless. Got a patch too. Can add it to the pile.
I say our neighbors, but I'm not officially here.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I might be officially here on Saturday.
You're officially unofficially here.
I guess I always have the official status being a co-founder.
Yeah. What else is going on? What other EU cosplays did I see? There's a lot of Mara Jades.
So some Landos.
Lando.
But again,
Yeah.
not EU. I still haven't seen any Mara Jades. You two both saw Mara Jades.
I don't think I've seen any Darth Vaders yet.
I've seen some half Darth Vaders. They got the cape and the front, but they don't have the mask on. Or they have the mask and nothing else.
I'd say most people are probably just in, not in cosplay, but just like Star Wars memorabilia, merchandise.
Yeah.
Just like a hat or a shirt or something that says Star Wars on it. Which is fine.
I got, there was a lottery for panels this time. I got a lottery for the episode 1 20th anniversary panel. I'm going to wear my Darth Maul shirt. It is the last of my many shirts I bought when episode 1 came out. I was at Walmart and I bought every one they had, and they were all different sizes. And it's the last one that is an adult size, so it's the only one I can still wear. I'll be wearing that on Sunday.
Did you go to the Tim Zahn signing thing?
No, I haven't. I haven't done anything.
And I was here the whole time, pretty much. So, though it felt like very quick today. Like time just flew by for me. 6 last I saw. Does the sound still okay? Can you hear us? It looks like...
Yes, there are 7 people watching now.
Oh, nice. Welcome. I wish all of you were here right now. Having a lot of fun.
Good. Sound is good. Yeah, as we were saying earlier, this is Thursday. It's supposed to be the slow day, but
Yeah.
it is extremely crowded.
Yeah. It's going to be even more so probably over the weekend.
Yes.
When people will be able to make it from wherever they're vacationing from.
We're getting blah blah blah. What is the weather improving? Midwest is supposed to be getting hit with another winter storm. It was windy last night.
Freezing rain yesterday.
I thought I saw 1 or 2 snowflakes, but I only saw 1 or 2, so I guess that I was seeing things.
It was nice this morning when we got here. I haven't been outside in 8 hours.
Patrick Gibbs wants to know our favorite EU novels.
I really like, I can really say I like this series. This is my favorite series. I love New Jedi Order and I love Legacy of the Force. Things like that.
I'm not a huge fan of Legacy of the Force.
Hey.
Hey.
Why are people sitting at home and they are not here? Come join us.
It's a good question.
It is very crowded and sweaty here.
Yes, it is.
Join this.
Yes, join us.
Those are our neighbors again.
Another shout out to the Imperial Commissary.
Yes, I wasn't a huge fan of Legacy of Force. In fact, I still haven't finished reading them. I read the first book. I bought the first 3 books altogether. I read the first one and haven't really even touched the second one. I wasn't a huge fan.
That's okay.
I love New Jedi Order though. It's
Opinions
amazing.
we can have different opinions and still be friends.
Yes. I love all New Jedi Order. Mostly because I love Tahiri's arc.
Yeah.
Tahiri's arc is amazing. She goes through so
All right,
much.
it's time.
Are they here?
What?
Are they here?
No, but we're gonna. Okay, so we've only got 3 books. So literally, all 3 people who have donated are gonna get them. But we're gonna draw for fun,
Okay.
just to see like who would have won.
See, that's why you donate. You're guaranteed a prize right now.
Guaranteed a prize. In fact, the next person that donates a book will get whatever the 4th prize would have been. As long as it's today. If it's tomorrow, no, we'll just do 5. Anyway, first person.
What prize are they getting? Or do they get the first pick?
No, well, whoever gets here first.
Did Chris Machado donate any books? So he's not going to take all the
The
prizes.
MVP is not here. Anyway, Rachel, I won't say their last
So it's an open field this year.
I won't say last names, but Rachel, you are the first winner.
Rachel's the first winner.
Sabrina, you are the second winner.
Sabrina.
And Neaton. Okay.
And that's the third winner. Congratulations.
But
You
yeah,
all win.
favorite book, that's really hard to choose. There's so many, it's hard to have a favorite.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw I, Jedi, I felt like it was a turning point for Star Wars books. Just looking at it, it looked so visually different than all the other books.
Yeah.
And it's written so different than all the other books.
I think that's a very popular pick for a favorite EU novel because I've seen many people say that was their favorite. So,
Huge fan of Bacta War.
X-Wing, yeah.
But like I said, it's very hard to pick.
If I could narrow it down, like, what's your favorite book of this series? Maybe if I do X-Wing, I really like Wedge's Gambit because I like the creative ways that Rogue Squadron did to take back Coruscant.
Oh, I'm constantly using the trick that Lando taught Wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that all the time whenever there's an opportunity that someone wants to pick something. I can immediately know how to make them pick the one I want them to pick.
Exactly.
No, I'm joking.
And of New Jedi Order, I really like Vector Prime, Star by Star, Traitor, and the Unifying Force.
Yeah, that was a good one.
The first, the middle, and the end books are my favorite of that series.
I read that book, Unifying Force, once or twice, and then I lent it out to somebody. Haven't been able to read it again. I gotta get a new copy.
It's good stuff. We love the EU here. All right. Yeah. When you say favorite EU novel, that makes me tend to think of a standalone, like its own thing. So I'm not like picking out of a series that's like more like I just was. But
yeah, the Thrawn trilogy is a good place. It's a place to
great
go,
place to
Patrick.
start, yeah.
I'm glad you discovered the EU.
Yeah. The Thrawn trilogy is a good starting point for several people. Because for us, that was probably many of our starting points.
But the thing is, with the EU, there's so many amazing starting points. They're all designed that you can pretty much pick up any of them and be ready to go.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, how I'd recommend a new EU novel to people is I'd be like, hey, what character do you like? What era do you like? What storyline do you like?
That's pretty much what I did when I was at the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. I asked the kids what their interests were. I was like, well, I think you might like this. A lot of Vader fans.
Yeah, of course. Or say Han Solo. Oh, I want to know what the origin of Han Solo is. Then you do the Han Solo trilogy by A.C. Crispin. Or like with Darth Vader, you can do Dark Lord, Rise of Darth Vader.
Yeah, Nate, I've noticed there's been a lot of talk about the Yuzhan Vong about people, mostly from people who've only read one book or so in New Jedi Order, which is fine.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of books that you, like Vector Prime, you don't really know who the Yuzhan Vong are in Vector Prime.
Yeah.
And that's probably the one book most of them have read. And that is the noise in the background.
I think that's the droid races again.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely noticed there's a lot of hate for NJO because of the Yuzhan Vong. But that Yuzhan Vong is why I love NJO.
Yeah.
It fundamentally changed the entire galaxy. It wasn't just the super weapon of the week anymore.
Yeah. It was very unpurposely a departure from the stories that we had before. The enemies were unpurposely different than the ones we had before.
The stakes were much higher.
The ball game.
It was, in my eyes, it was always the result of an aging fandom, where we weren't all children anymore or teenagers. We needed more grown-up stories.
Same with like the Harry Potter novels. They start off kind of light, airy, fanciful-like, and then later it gets darker and darker and darker. I think you can make a comparison with the New Jedi Order like that. And I never really understood I mean, I guess I can understand the criticism of the Yuzhan Vong, but I never followed through with it. Because, yes, they don't feel like a Star Wars villain, like people say, but they're not from the Star Wars galaxy. They are an outside threat that have never been experienced.
Yeah, Chewbacca died. It makes sense to us, but because Han's not dead for us. Han's still going.
Yeah.
It's going on. Was in the last book in the timeline.
Yeah.
Chewbacca died to make a statement about where the series was going.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the story behind that how they chose Chewbacca, but the writers were getting together discussing how they wanted the storyline to go, and they decided they wanted Luke to die. They said, we got to make a big statement. Luke has to die. We need a member of the Big Three to die. Let's kill Luke. He's the main player. And they took this to George, and George said, absolutely not. Luke doesn't die that way. He dies. This isn't verbatim, but I think it pretty much came out to him saying Luke dies pretty much as an old man in his sleep. And so he said, you guys can kill Han. Go ahead and kill Han. And this terrified all the authors. None of them wanted to deal with killing Han. So they decided they were going to go with Chewbacca instead.
And it would actually be much easier for the EU writers to kill off Chewbacca rather than Han Solo, because Chewbacca's character is very dependent on Han because of the life debt. And he can't really talk, so Han a lot of the times has to reply to him and say what Chewbacca's saying.
Or like they did with Lobaka in the beginning with MD translating for him.
So if we're theoretically writing a book where maybe Han dies but Chewbacca lives,
Chewbacca is going to be all kinds of...
What's he going to do?
His whole purpose in being is to stand in the way of any death coming towards Han.
Yeah. And is he going to inherit the Millennium Falcon? Probably not. I wouldn't think so. He'd probably just go back home to his family, honestly.
Yeah, Patrick, as with most series this large, and it is the largest continuous storyline that's ever been created, there's going to be some hits and there's going to be some misses, so that's kind of to be expected. Everyone has their preferences with reading too, so you're going to hear that some of these books are good, some of these are bad, and different people are going to have different opinions. But as a whole, having so many New York Times bestsellers suggests that the series was doing great. Most people enjoyed most of the books.
Yeah, we're all fans of the EU. We love the expanded universe.
Yeah, Chewbacca was the default. Yeah, because no one wanted to touch Han.
Yeah. It would just make more sense for the writers to keep Han because of Leia, the kids. He has more connections with them, especially Leia. And Chewbacca's would be difficult to write for because it would just say Chewbacca growled, da-da-da, Chewbacca growled, Chewbacca growled, Chewbacca growled. And Han could actually, you could write Han Solo in a novel better than you can Chewbacca. Chewbacca couldn't have his own solo novelization without somebody there understanding what the heck he's saying.
He's written more, but it's not.
I would feel he failed if Han died. Is that where we are?
Well, we pretty much addressed everything. Just he's adding his comments.
It would. And when there was a part in the New Jedi Order where when they went back to Kashyyyk and they were like, oh, let's have Chewbacca's kids inherit the life debt and help Han. And Han's like, no. That's totally not necessary. Chewbacca did way more. Chewbacca probably saved Han's life way more times over than the life debt actually required him to. So,
but Louis references it several times that he's carried it to and not just the hand, but more to his kids.
Oh yeah. I don't think he has to though. I think this is between
first winner picked up their prize, by the way. They took the fighter tank.
Hey, cool. I think we were trying to get rid of that one first.
Yeah, so we didn't have to bring it every
So we didn't have to bring it up every time. Now we can advertise just Revan and Jaina as the prizes. So if you come to Celebration or at Celebration or going to come later in Celebration and you bring books with you, you have a chance to win one of those two.
Both very sold out figures.
Yeah. And you're looking at some of the people who helped make those figures a reality in the first place. We campaigned the heck out of them. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I remember calling everyone I knew to vote and vote and vote and vote and vote.
And look how popular they are. You can't find them in stores. People want these figures. They're donating books to get them.
Yes, yes, it definitely solidified Chewie's legacy. It's the way he should die. I mean, I cannot imagine any other way Chewie would die other than saving people. That's who he was. To have him die any other way, it would not have been a fitting testament to his life.
It's an unfair comparison for me to make because I've never seen The Last Jedi, but I've heard about this part where Admiral Akbar kind of just gets like blown up, like off camera, kind of. I don't know if that's right, but if it is, that's what I've heard. But so if you imagine Chewbacca dying that way instead, would that? I mean, I know the moon crushing him is silly. It can be silly, but would that be worse than just kind of dying?
I think if Chewbacca was given choices, was how he would have chosen.
Absolutely. It would be the death that anybody would choose. He saved hundreds of lives. He saved Anakin's life. Han's son. That was his last act. And then the only thing that could kill him was a giant moon. That was his legacy.
Nate says Akbar gets sucked out into space.
Okay.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
Kind of like how Leia did then? Except Leia can use the Force and Akbar can't. Right? Those are the same scene, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right. I'll just stop talking about The Last Jedi because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we don't know.
I guess I've actually seen a clip of how Han died in The Force Awakens, though. So
kind of hard not to have seen the clip.
So would it be better if Chewbacca died in a way similar to that? I don't think so. I think the way they picked for him was the best they could in the EU.
Yeah, he's going in the garden.
And
yep, except she's Superman back to safety.
Yeah, right. I know about that part too. And look how many people are happy about that part too. So no hate for anybody who likes Legend or Force Awakens. The moon crushing is kind of silly, or it can be interpreted as silly because it happened before the characters knew what was going on, what the Yezmong were capable of, or what their technology even was. But as the series progressed further down the line, it's like, oh yeah, they can do stuff like this all the time. Because they basically turn every planet into their little plaything to create more Yezmong warriors and technology. That's how I view it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's how it actually happened.
Numenor is Nate's favorite poem.
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorite villains. I think he's one of the best written characters of probably all Star Wars.
I've always meant to go back and reread him before NJO, because I feel like that would give me a lot of insight to him.
Yeah,
because he's the one that's there well before NJO starts.
Yeah, he's in a few comics, Crimson Empire comics, as a side character for the most part. He doesn't have his role isn't as big as it is in NJO, of course, but he's kind of just doing what he said he was doing in the NJO, just being a little spy for them, sussing out the galaxies, causing a little mayhem behind the scenes. But I really think he's probably written to be one of the best characters in all of Star Wars, including the movies, because of his art and everything he has to go through. I don't remember it too well, but it's just like, man, what a story.
Yeah, it was a game changer.
Yeah.
In more than one way.
He wasn't your typical villain. He wasn't just following orders. He had questions. He was questioning authority almost the whole time, but he was still doing it. And he was learning things. And then when things didn't work out the way he wanted to, he adopted a new strategy and kind of assumed a new identity and was using that own identity for his own. I mean, he was a selfish guy throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, Nate. That's pretty much why I wanted to go back and reread the stuff he was in.
Yeah.
So I can really appreciate everything that he was doing at that time.
That's why I liked him. He was a sneaky SOB. I need a water. Oh, thank you. Cool. What else can we talk about? What else do you guys want to talk about?
Well, I started talking about the billboard to talk about the story of the billboard, but then I got sidetracked into hostility in the fandom and why the new billboard might be a good idea right now. But I started talking.
You want to go more back into that then?
Yeah, because you probably know more about it, what's going on with that than I do.
About the new one?
Yeah.
It's very much in the planning phase right now.
It was always been in the planning phase.
Sure. Absolutely. But we don't exactly know what the new design will be, what it'll say, or anything like that.
I still don't have a problem with the originals.
Yeah, I don't either. The only thing I would really change would be to say something like, paraphrase, please make new Star Wars Legends instead of the expanded universe. Because I think a lot of people, when they how it was interpreted was take these characters from the expanded universe and continue their story in the new canon. I was seeing a lot of people read it that way. So I want to make something that would make it more concrete what we're after. I don't exactly know what the phrasing would be, but something like that.
Nate wants to know about location and visibility. When I was there, we talked about maybe doing Burbank for being near Walt Disney Studios corporate headquarters. There's also, again, at San Francisco. When we were there, we actually saw closer locations than we were given by the Billboard reps. When we were in Orlando, we considered doing one there for Celebration, but that's not really an option anymore.
Yeah.
Have you guys mentioned anything else?
Not to my knowledge, but Disney or Lucasfilm, or one of them, probably more Lucasfilm, would be where I would want to hit, because they'd probably be more in control of that sort of thing, what they want to do with it. San Francisco, while we've done it before, so it's not like anything groundbreaking, it's not new. I think it would be a good idea to do it there. Yeah, Disney's fine. Disney's good. That'd be a good one.
Getting that many done, I don't know if they want to do two or not. I would think probably not, but it is very expensive. San Francisco was $5,000, and Burbank was much more. I can't remember what it was. It's been a while since we looked at it.
Yeah.
But Burbank was much more expensive. So I doubt.
We are in due of another big statement from the EU fandom saying what we want, what we're after. And after the Billboard, Twin Suns is what happens with a lot of that. No, we're not getting the headlines that the Billboard did. Charity isn't all that shocking to promote, so it's not a news story that would catch your attention. But we've done a lot of good, I think.
I think it's a rather big news story that a fan group that was less than a year old gets invited to Celebration.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a huge thing.
And we're almost 1,000 books donated. This is the good. I've said it multiple times on my YouTube. This is the good that the EU fandom can do. This is Twin Suns. We are, apart from just accomplishing our goal to get new EU stories made, new legends, we are doing it for a good cause. We are helping all these children who probably don't have a lot going on in their lives. They go to school, hospitals.
And when I went to the hospital in Pittsburgh, the hospital said we were the most turnout they've seen for any of these type of events.
Yeah. That's kind of what we want to do. That's what we hope to do with this one that we're running right now.
Big changes from the first donation. First donation, we just showed up and said, "Here, take these books we collected in Orlando." Now they're much more organized. We're teamed up with the 501st. It's a whole night event. It's individually handling the books to each patient. It's a game changer.
Yeah. And Lucasfilm is actually kind enough to let us work right here in Celebration. It's something they didn't have to do, but they are.
No, and very surprising they did. We got the first Celebration we went to. We were less than a year old. There were many, many other fan groups, much more established than we are, that got turned down. It was quite surprising. This one's going on. Well, not that.
They just gave us a bunch of Old Republic pins. I already got mine. It's got that new character, Tau Idar on there.
That one's going on.
Deal. Got Jace Malcolm button. And, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. The guy from the trailer. Do you remember?
No.
Ben Zallo? No, wait. Is that the... No, the Zabrak is Chaos and Darak.
I don't know. I love that SWTOR exists. I love its storyline, but I just can't get into that gameplay.
That's fair.
It's not my type of gameplay.
And honestly, I'm not an MMO guy. The only reason I'm playing it is mostly just because it's Star Wars, mostly because it's EU.
I've tried playing it a few times just because the story's amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing story, but it's not my type of gameplay, and it's like pulling teeth to move on.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like it. There's still a lot of fans for Old Republic. I can't understand why it's hard to get into. It's hard to just like, it's different than KOTOR. Everyone loves KOTOR. And it's similar, but not quite KOTOR, which is why a lot of people kind of are repelled by it.
Yeah, think Lucasfilm might have been forced into that position, realizing that the Legend fans are more level-headed than they're believed to be. They've interacted with us, so they know. We know several members of Lucasfilm personally. They came to meet with the team this morning, I understand, and they know how even-headed we are. Plus, they have seen quite a few from the movie fan base lately that they did not enjoy. So I think they're realizing maybe the best way to calm everything is to grow us. I don't know. I'm reaching here.
There's a lot more people that are hateful towards Lucasfilm than we are. We could put it that way.
Thank you, Terry. You're making up for my losses.
We're not their public enemy number one anymore. Just because we don't follow the new canon. Is that really the worst thing you could possibly do? I would say making basically a movement against everything they are trying to do right now. I am a Disney fan. I'm a Lucasfilm fan, but I'm only supporting them through Legends.
I might start purchasing new canon material. I doubt it, but I won't be doing that until we get a restored Legends timeline. I'm voting with my wallet right now.
Same.
Dylan, you need to start singing. That's that way to start singing. Again, Amelia says stop, Matt.
Can you request any songs?
Yes, please request songs.
We can get them on camera doing a stream. Please.
Please, he's begging now. And he's ignoring us now.
He's talking with some people on the table.
Young fan
right now,
is what we need.
Right now he has a legitimate excuse not to sing Broadway show tunes on our live stream. Unfortunately.
The sun will come out tomorrow was his request.
The sun will come out tomorrow. I don't know the words.
Yeah, let's the whole stop buying Disney products. I was taking a lot of hate for that originally, but
yeah,
for the most part, people have come around. My brother's still a little unhappy with me since I won't go to Disneyland with him with my nephews. But
yeah, I'd say very much the same way. I am not just boycotting the new canon. I mean boycott, if you want to call it that, because I'm still supporting all Star Wars Legends material.
Yes.
I'm still buying
It's
it,
very
still
important.
supporting it, donating it, supporting them a heck ton through all this.
yes, it's very important.
But I don't do anything Disney. I don't buy anything Disney related. That's hard because Disney
It
owns
is.
everything.
It's
And-
very hard.
And like your story, I actually convinced my family to go to Universal Studios instead of Disneyland one time. Because I was like, I'm boycotting Disney. Can we go to Universal? And we did. So they lost money through that way. But it's not because I hate them. I love them. I love their shows. I love the movies.
Here
comes
Amelia's scrap.
Is Matt behaving? It sounds
No.
like Matt isn't behaving.
Well, he really wants Dylan to sing.
I told Dylan he should sing Yum Nub, and he said no. I tried.
I'm not doing that, Matt. Maybe Amelia will.
What did Matt say? Oh.
Tell them that Matt also said a new Dawn did well because he finished 126 on the USA Today.
This boycott stuff has me tuning out. Boycotting your boycott. Well, I mean,
It's more voting with your wallet. We buy EU material.
it's not really boycotting if I just have a lack of interest in it.
And
Were you guys talking about new canon again?
someone brought it up.
Yeah,
But when we said we weren't interested, we weren't buying it.
yeah,
We're happy when
That's
other
fair.
people do.
yeah. I'm glad you like it. I'll put it that way. I hope it continues on for the rest of
You
your
have a
life.
beautiful voice too. You need to sing as well.
I need to sing. Did Matt say that? Have I actually sung all on videos with Matt before?
I haven't really manned the booth. I don't know. How's the response to the booth?
I mean,
We've done several surveys filled out.
yeah, a lot of people like those wristbands. We are, I mean, anytime I point to say, hey, those buttons and bookmarks are free, they get snatched up. So those go by pretty quick. A lot of people are saying, when we say, oh, if you don't have these books, you get these prizes. And they're like, oh, well, I don't have any books with me. But I can come back tomorrow or the next day and bring them all
It's
back.
fine, Nate. It's a legit cockpit we all have to deal with.
What's that?
Nate's saying it's his fault for starting the controversial topic.
Well,
I mean, it's there. It's like ignoring the elephant in the room if we don't at least address
sure.
it.
I'm not trying to be controversial or turning anybody off of it. So, like I said, if you want to buy the new Canon, buy the new Canon. No disrespect.
We might let Dylan choose. His father is an exec for Red Lobster, and he gets gift cards out the wazoo. So I'm perfectly fine if Dylan chooses where we go for dinner. When we were in Orlando, we all had a night where we paid each, and Dylan took us to Red Lobster. So I have no problem with Dylan choosing.
We have leftover pizza from Dino's East. Chicago favorite. I had to do it. I had to get it. What else? Oh yeah. A lot of people are saying, oh, they don't have their books with them. And we're like, oh, there's places here where you can buy books. And they're like, oh, okay. I don't think he's going to do it, Matt. We might be pushing our luck.
The weather is cold and windy. But if you pay attention to the stream, Matt, we would already have answered that for you. That is a very difficult.
The weather...
You're sending out questions faster than we can answer, Matt.
Okay, the weather is kind of miserable. It's cold. It was better than it was yesterday, but I haven't been outside in 8 hours, so I don't know what it's doing now. There was freezing rain yesterday. What are the other questions?
What are the favorite EU book event?
Yeah.
My default is always iJedi, but I mean, it's a very hard
It
choice.
looks like Matt isn't behaving. Is Matt the only one watching this?
No, there's
No, there's 5 people.
yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite EU book?
What's my favorite EU book? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a very hard question.
It's been a while since I've actually read one through all the way, so it's kind of hard to remember which ones I liked.
We can just talk about EU books that we like, that we haven't brought up already. I like Death Troopers.
I'll take this opportunity, Waru for president.
What's up?
I'm taking this opportunity to support Waru for president.
Waru for President. Okay. Crystal Star. That's a good book, right? Right? Yeah. Maybe. Probably. Oh man, our stream has been completely taken over. My favorite is Plagueis. Love how it ties Darth Bane into Phantom Menace. Yeah.
I would want to stand alone if Del Rey would make one new Legends novel. What would you like to see made? I would like to see the Jaina Solo, Sword of the Jedi trilogy condensed into a single novel.
Well, she says it was supposed to be a duology anyway, but I honestly believe a lot of the stuff she
I
says
would
from
want
that
them
interview.
to condense it into one novel.
My main wish is for stuff between Crucible and the Legacy comics. That's
Sword of
their,
the Jedi.
yeah, Sword of the Jedi.
The obvious answer is
anything.
always Sword of the Jedi.
A Cole Skywalker novel would be fine.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. In fact, that might be my pick.
No, I haven't talked to Del Rey, but I did find a few Ewok stuff I was interested in, and you'd be so jealous of.
Dylan said he went over to the Del Rey booth, and the only Legends thing they had were the Zahn trilogy, or the Thrawn trilogy. The rest were, new canon stuff and material. But there's another bookstore that has lot of other Zahn stuff.
Yes, Ewoks. We love Ewoks. Everyone knows we both love Ewoks, man. If I get one of the Wicked figurine, I'll make sure you see it.
Again?
There's
Who is that?
in the art center they have a piece of art, big piece of art that is 3 Ewoks. It's beautifully drawn. I love it. I'll tip apart. It's Ewok version of Monkey See No Evil.
There's
Fear
an
No
Ewok that looks exactly like a
Evil.
Yum-Nub on that shelf over there. Are we able to turn the
Speak
camera
No Evil.
to that Ewok? See what I'm pointing at? See that one right there?
Right there? All right.
Yeah.
Watch the camera and tell me.
All right. Yeah, see it? Stop. See that brown blob right there? There's Yum-Nub. He made it to Celebration. Yum-Nub made it to Celebration over there. He's just chilling. Oh, that's a really cool Queen Amidala outfit. Any news on the Marvel Star Wars 108?
It's coming out in May. It's got several different cover variations.
I haven't heard any news from Celebration specifically, but today there hasn't been a lot of news in general. It's just kind of a day where people are getting here, getting together, stuff like that.
I'm not rooming with Dylan, so I can't answer that question.
Uh-oh.
There's a thank you to Flandishly Fight for already addressing the retcon issues in TCW.
How I wanted them to do it is just,
It was a propaganda series, is all it was.
I really appreciate the EU that came out after TCW, or like during TCW, that kind of like
Trying to fix it.
tried to fix it a little bit.
That's what the
Tried to-
EU was good at. It was good at fixing continuity errors.
I have a feeling that if it kept going, the EU kept going,
It would have fixed everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that's what it was
almost
always about.
Except we just had the Fantasy Flight retcon.
Yeah,
the
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, so where it was just a propaganda in universe television series that was propaganda based.
By the way, if they haven't told you, Steve Sansweet stopped by a while ago.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them?
Lynn wasn't here to chase her off.
What?
Do you want to tell them your stories about Steve Sansweet?
Oh yeah. So
Last time Lynn chased him off.
no, not that one. So first time I ever met Steve Sansweet, I didn't even know I met Steve Sansweet. I was at Celebration Anaheim, and I was walking by a stage, and there was some guy interviewing Pablo Hidalgo and Leland Chi. So, and I know who those two were. So I was like, oh man, I'll stay in line because I'll get to talk to Pablo and Leland. This was, by the way, before Pablo, became Pablo.
Yeah.
But
Love you, Pablo.
so I was waiting for him. I was waiting for them to be done with the interview, and there's this guy sitting like right next to me, and like these people keep coming up to him and like shaking his hand and taking pictures and stuff, and I'm just like, he looked kind of familiar, and I didn't know why. So I'm like, by the way, I was trying to like beating around the bush and like trying to figure out who he was, and I finally asked him like, who are you? He's like, oh, I'm Steve Sansweet, and I'm just like, I just spent like 10 minutes standing next to the man who I've used whose quotes I've used in arguments about whether or not the EU is canon or not.
Yeah, Terry. If you haven't read Terry's short story about TCW and Ferris and Anakin, you need to. It's amazing and it fits perfectly.
Death Watch inclusion was great. Otherwise, the only references to them was in the Jango Fett open season comics.
So what happened when he came by today? I know Lynn
I was here with you.
Lynn wasn't here to chase him away. Lynn chased him away last time. She wanted to get a job out of him, and he immediately walked away.
I have never seen Steve Sansweet in person. I've always been somewhere else.
Since that person does not exist. Because
Would you love to stop by the booth?
I would not recognize who A was. I've never seen a photo of them, and I never intend to. But for Chuck Wendig, I don't think he's allowed in the building personally. I think he's been banned.
I don't know. If Chuck Wendig stopped by, we'd be like, hey, we're doing what you wanted us to. We started a charity, and here it is.
Very nice Royal Guard.
Royal Guard.
Yeah.
They're not turning this way.
We're just looking at a Royal Guard walk by. It looks really nice. Take our word for it. No, Dave Filoni, he added a choice. Matt Wilkins trolling us.
Long lost son. Doesn't
Actually, he's mostly trolling you, and you're not even here.
Yeah. But doesn't Terry have mod control over this? I know I don't anymore. But she's got that little icon there. I think
Yeah, the
she's-
wrench.
You see Dylan's long lost son, Dylan in the Princess Leia slave gear.
Well, you see, Chuck Wendig isn't here anymore because he got fired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was just saying. I think he's banned from the premises.
I would actually love to talk to Dave Filoni.
Matt loves you, Dylan. Oh, poor Dylan.
Hey, that guy
Leave him
being trained
alone.
by Yoda.
He's trying so hard.
He's going to be the next Jedi. He's
Yeah.
being trained by Yoda. Yoda's climbing on his back. That's how it happens, right?
Yeah, we can't even talk about anything because our stream got taken over.
Yep.
He knows. How is everyone else's day going so far? How's your day, Matt?
It is crazy out there.
Why aren't you here?
Because he's having babies.
Oh,
Okay, so that chat's not working. You have to work. Okay.
Yeah.
that's what we've been using.
You haven't stolen that from him yet? You already talked about stealing from him several times. I wouldn't think he wouldn't still have by this point. How many years have you been talking about taking that?
Fairly well. Was going to sleep, but I've got time. What time is it there? It's 6:41 here.
Dylan doesn't what?
He says Matt wishes he was here, but Dylan doesn't. Or is glad that-
yeah.
And Brian, Matt says we were going to give him Queen's Gambit. Not happening.
He already knows that.
Queen's Gambit is under high security guard.
Oh, you should go to sleep, Nate. That is late. But yeah, but now that the stream is running, it will definitely be on YouTube. I'm not sure
Brian's
about
a hater.
the part that was going up and down. I hope it would go up on YouTube.
He's not very keen on the idea of giving out his Queen's Gambit novel. Work is at 2
Board
p.m.?
game.
Okay, cool. You can stick around then.
Yeah,
Stay up late and party with us.
Matt's a big board game guy. He wants that board game.
Queen's Gambit is unguarded at his house right now.
That's not what he says. He says.
Yeah, he says he's got a high-tech security system. So, if you want to try going for it, by all
You've
means.
only been saying what 3 years now. You've been after that thing.
Our Twin Sons folks are out there doing a lot of good work right now.
One-on-one interactions. That's what it's about today.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, call me Green 4. I'm your ween man. All right. Bone man. Glad you could join us.
He might have Amelia's, but I doubt it.
Invite all your friends and family. Ugh.
Yeah, those trivia questions are useless. I stopped playing that game a long time ago.
What planet is home for Jabba's palace, chat?
Yes, Michael, it is working well now.
Yeah. Have we
Thank
donated
the Force.
our 1,000th book yet? We are about 59 books away from 1,000. But it's on the last. We're on the home stretch right now.
Yes, Nate. I don't even look the answer. I know that is correct.
Good job, Bone Man.
Next fundraiser. Matt's been talking about something about an announcement like that, but I think it's Saturday. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not highly involved, as you all know.
I think it needs a little more work on it. Work in progress. But maybe Saturday, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Is any cool cosplays walking by? We've got 9 viewers now. Hi guys. What's up?
Is that Aunt Baru in front of us? I don't know.
Oh. Will a copy of Dylan's greatest hits on CD be our award?
I think that's a punishment. I have not seen any, but they claim they've seen some Mars.
I've seen a couple of Mara Jades.
Oh, we did see a Coronoria earlier. I forgot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I mean, he's a Jedi in green, so it's probably Corin.
I saw a Dark Empire Palpatine, like a young Palpatine with the vampire hooded popped up thing, and then I saw a full garbed Darth Malgus and a Satil Shan like posing like they were fighting, and that was pretty cool. I have some pictures.
We're doing well, Michael. It's very crowded here, very unusually crowded for a Thursday.
Yeah, getting a lot of good hits with people, a lot of good interactions. For me personally, time is flying by really fast. Like, I got here at 10:30 or 11:30, and I already can't believe that it's almost 7.
The worst thing about working with Dylan, I would have to say it's the revisionist history that he likes to put out there.
What's the worst thing about working with Dylan, and what's the best thing about working with Brian?
Brian is always so calm. He takes it all in and settles everything.
Yeah. How awesome is Amelia? She's pretty awesome.
Well, she was hiding under the table earlier, which I am hesitant to even mention, but I don't know how awesome that is.
Yeah. I saw a tweet of Amirlin. That might be Hilo Viz. And
yeah, I think he's here. Chris is going to be here on Sunday. Matt was saying.
Yeah, we've talked with Chris.
Brian was saying.
And if you look at the stream, it looks like there's a ton of people, or a guy who's just donating a ton of books right now.
Excellent. Too bad he met the.
That's okay. He'll be included in tomorrow's drawing.
But yeah, I got Chris's poster that he left at the booth last year to give him on Sunday.
That's awesome.
No, I have not seen Timothy Zahn. Yes, you could if you ever actually showed up to any of these things, Matt.
He was at the other side of the convention hall. He was doing autographs at a bookstore, or at the bookstore in Celebration. And none of us went to that because we were here. But that's why they have so many Timothy Zahn books on sale right now. So you could buy one and then have him sign it.
The stream is stationary, Michael. We don't leave the booth with the stream.
Yeah, I was thinking of some point of taking the camera and kind of walking around with it.
Yeah, but we did that last time when we had a corner booth. This is a middle booth. It doesn't really work well.
Plus, it's hooked up to the laptop right now.
Yes, it's very wired right now.
Yeah. Maybe eventually we'll do something like that. But the Old Republic booth is like 4 booths that way.
There was a comic book author I saw from the Dark Horse back there. I forget which booth it is, but yeah, he's signing some of his books at his book and selling them.
That's awesome. Oh, Dave Dorman, I think.
Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any. I didn't bring anything for him to sign, but I think the rule is you have to buy it here to have it signed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, freebies. We have pins. Oh, most important freebie is the Mara pin. It's only today only, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I gotta make my way over there and get one if they're still handing them out. That's definitely on my wish list. We got all these Old Republic from the SWTOR game. Our neighbors gave us the
commissaries giving us stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to them. Got bands.
Twin Sons Charity have given us one of their pins. The cancel charity.
6 more books.
6 more books. All right, cool.
He's guaranteed to win 3 of the prizes tomorrow.
Yeah. We have them in the plastic, but we got Kenobi and Choices of One.
And they're all Legends banner too, it looks like.
Yeah.
So how did he say why he knew to bring these books? Did he hear about we were doing this beforehand, or did he go out and buy them?
Go out and buy them. We have books 1, 2. They're all in here. Books 1, 2, and 3 of the Han Solo trilogy, the Ace Person one, as well
Not
as
bad.
Episode 1.
I haven't seen
Sweet.
that cover of that one before.
This one?
Yeah, I haven't seen that cover.
Yeah, it's the new one.
Also, I bought the micro machines for the Jedi Search. It was only $6.
But he got it for 5?
Yeah, I got it for 5 because it's missing the Z95 Headhunter
I have
and
several.
the TIE Interceptor. So Matt, you're gonna like this. There's Kit Duran right there. The Sun Crusher, the Sun Crusher, Dala, and Morith Duel.
Most of the ties I have from those micro machines, the wings break off.
Yeah.
The panels break off, and sometimes I find a panel just laying around. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they're plastic too. These ones are.
They should. You're right there. Absolutely. But yeah, it was a big deal. If you're getting a book signing, you have to buy the book here. It was on the app or something. I saw that earlier today.
Yeah, I heard. I heard Sam Witwer was here.
Kenobi's a good book. I've always heard good things about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's always great to see legend material.
I'd say if anybody wants the Kenobi movie to be made, just point them towards the book because that's pretty much what they'd get, right?
Timothy
And it's a good
Zahn,
book.
I very much doubt is going to come by the camera, Mike. But yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Matt. How I was having trouble. They asked me to go find where the books were here to buy, and there's very little books. There's very few until I found the Goodwill. And I was saying, well, we must be doing such a good job that we've shrunk the supply of legend books on the market.
Didn't he stop by in Celebration? Timothy Zahn did?
No.
No. How did he get the band?
The guy from Delray stopped by the booth and gave it to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he stopped by the booth sometimes. Good guy. He gave Matt a promo item that he'd been missing for a while. I think for the Kenobi book, actually, I think it was for.
Yeah, the Delray people are very surprisingly friendly towards us.
They love us.
Which is very nice.
They love when we come to their page and talk to them. It's why they exist. They interact with the fans. I mean, we constantly get complaints for talking to Delray on their page, but it's why they exist, and they love interacting with us.
I do feel a little guilty about that still, just because of how often I did it. I feel like if they wanted to come punch me in the face, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, we keep having that joke, Matt.
What does he say?
Have Zahn sign a copy of Sacrifice. There's a joke where we get all the authors to sign the books of their characters dying.
So Timothy Zahn signed Sacrifice. Let's see. Karen Travis signs season 2 of the Clone Wars on DVD. What else? What was the other one?
And
and Tom Beach, he signs Coder. He signs a copy of the Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes. Books equal knowledge. Yes.
I don't think Drew Karpyshyn is here this year.
Yeah, I don't think I saw him in on any of the information.
Chuck Wendig can sign his pink slip.
I'm pretty sure he has.
He can.
Pretty sure he already has.
Oh man.
Got fired from 3 different Disney properties.
Chuck, are you watching right now?
He probably is. He's probably, these are the fuckers that got me fired.
We didn't do anything, Chuck.
No, that was all you, buddy.
We're representing your cause right now. That's what this is.
You told us to donate, and that's what we're doing.
That's what we did. Because we love you. We love you. There are several good Canadian writers for Star Wars Expanded Universe Celebration. Canadian?
I don't know what.
I don't know.
No, they are.
I don't know either. That's cool. It's true.
Love hurts. Yeah, it does.
Oh, my butt hurts sitting here. But I'm having a great time. This is awesome. Did you show this off already?
Yes.
Jaina Solo card.
That's the artist who's handing out the Merit pins. That's her business card. awesome.
Yeah. I really want one.
Whose is this one?
Mara?
Yeah, but whose pen is that?
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No, mine is one of mine.
Oh, I have no idea. One of them.
I know someone that asked someone in the EU movement group. Well, I can't remember the name of the group change. I don't know what it is anymore.
Yeah.
Is asked for a few.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but that's what they were getting them for. Someone asked for the Mara pen.
Yeah. I'm glad they did, because I didn't even know it was going to be here.
I think Dylan grabbed it for him, or Brian grabbed it for her. Anything else happen? Anything else? Any news? A lot of people said they were going to come back maybe tomorrow with all their books. So hopefully we get a lot of good turnout from that. The bad thing that happens is when they say, "Oh, I have all these books, and I would have brought all of them if I had known," and I'm just like,
That's why we have the Rhine Network. That's why we created that, because that's what we were told at Celebration Orlando.
Yeah, we give out the flyers for that, and a lot of people who had never heard of us are like, "Oh, this is awesome," because we say, we donate. We have almost donated 1,000 Star Wars books, and I personally can't believe that still, because that's amazing. And people are like, "Wow, that's awesome." The next goal is 2,000.
Still say we need a star for Shannon.
What's that?
The stream was probably dead when I talked about that. I was making a joke, but it's pointless because no one knows what the joke is about.
I do not regret joining this community for a minute. Bone Man, we are very happy to have you. We're having a great time here.
What about TIE Pilot, Terry?
What about TIE Pilot? Oh, a TIE Pilot walked by.
Oh.
Yeah, now we kind of have the camera more pointing at the people walking by than our booth, which I think is okay.
Yeah. That's how we do it. We had one on the... Well, we were on a corner booth last time, so we had one facing straight out and one facing the aisle going by.
Oh, cool.
But we can't really have that this year.
We're kind of tucked away in the back of the convention center.
Yeah,
but we're still getting a ton of traffic.
All the fan groups are together, unlike last time.
Is that a dude just dropping by more books off? It's happening already. Sweet.
Yeah, the last celebration, they had them more spread out. There was probably about 3
copies of Scoundrels.
A clump of 3.
Yeah, it's the Timothy Zahn books
spread out. There was, I think, 3 fan groups near us last year, and then you had to go a good ways to get to another fan group. Kind of like that, because then you had like big, like the Hot Wheels display was right next to us that drove people in. The big Millennium Falcon was directly behind the booth.
Oh, we're getting more novels. The Jedi Academy kids books, it looks like.
Yeah.
I feel like a sports commentator right now. Sweet. I mean, they're books for kids, so yeah.
Well, that's a step up, Terry. We were having a lot of trouble with the stream earlier.
Yeah.
2 picture books. Not really canon or not canon, but like...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun one. The Good Night Darth Vader one. Yeah.
Which one?
I don't think we have gotten any new canon donations yet. And that's not really, we're not trying to avoid new canon.
I think that author might be here.
What's that?
The author of those kids' books.
Oh, okay, cool. The stream was way more glitchy earlier.
Yeah. We almost had a hallway thing last year. It was a major thorough point on our corner.
I still think we're getting a lot of traffic right now.
I think it's just because the sheer number of people in this building.
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere without... It's actually thinned out a little bit, but I mean, we're still getting a lot of traffic.
Do you think the attendance is better than Orlando?
For Thursday, definitely.
for the first day?
Yeah, there was hardly anybody here on Thursday in Orlando.
Okay.
Plus, I think Brian had a point earlier that I think the venue might be smaller.
I think it also might just be the hype level. I think with episode 9 coming out, I think a lot of people...
And it's been 2 years since last summer. For a while there, they were doing a celebration every year.
Yeah. So a lot of that is people that did not come because there was nothing last year. So you have more people this year. Uh-oh. The comments aren't refreshing. Can you all still comment right now? I just want to make sure.
Well,
can you comment? What does it say? What does it say?
My comment works.
Okay, cool. I just want to know because we weren't getting anything for a while.
Well, Terry has... I don't know if Terry can do anything other than mod.
Episode 9, Mandalorian TV show, Fallen Order, yeah. All that stuff. New Clone Wars episodes too, don't forget.
It's odd that I don't have a problem with commenting, but Terry's a mod and she's having a problem with commenting.
Yeah. See, I shouldn't have talked so much about boycotting earlier. I think I scared off a lot of people.
Well, it's not really a vote. It's more voting with your wallet.
Voting with your wallet, yeah.
You're, I'm buying this. This is what I'm buying.
Yeah.
Please give me more of this.
I buy what I like. And I am unapologetic for it. And I really like Star Wars Legends. But, yeah, everyone here probably are here for Episode 9, Mandalorian, all that sort of stuff. But, you know, they talk with us, give us the time of day, and participate with our group too. So
yeah, big thing I noticed last time was people were overjoyed that we existed.
Yeah,
they were so happy. They didn't understand that there was other Legends fans out there.
Oh my God! Look at that Gamorrean guard.
That's awesome. Did he walk by? He probably had, because he's saying he probably walked by here. Did you guys see the Gamorrean?
It's like full-on Gamorrean. It looks like straight from the movie.
The Jedi Prince series.
The Jedi Prince? Oh, yeah. I read that book series.
Can't remember much about it.
It was interesting.
It was a weird hardcover type book.
Very surprisingly good art on the covers.
Yes. Which is probably why I bought it in the first place. But other than that, I can't really remember much about it.
Waving to you guys on the stream.
What's up?
So one of the people who won the raffle was actually elected to let us donate the action figure he would have gotten with the books that we are donating to Lurie's Children's Hospital. So that is what's happening with.
What's up?
You guys are going to be donating one of the action. He said instead of him getting the action figure, he wanted it donated to the kids.
That's very cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. Shout out to that guy.
Yep.
I will buy it if more. Oh yeah. Definitely, Terry. We're all about buying Legends stuff.
It was severely retconned due to inconsistencies. Jedi Prince. Yeah. I don't remember the EU ever really trying to, like, even pretend that it was on the same continuity.
I mean, that's why we love the EU. If something so massive is going to have problems, but it always smoothed it over and fixed it.
What I would love, and probably no one else would, but I would love new EU stories about them trying to make Jedi Prince fit more into the sea canon material somehow. I don't know what they would even do, but I think that would be hilarious and awesome. I will buy if they make more SWTOR KOTOR figures, please, Hasbro. Yeah, I mean we got Revan, so that's a step in the right direction. Jaina, I mean, I was like, yeah, we made this happen, yeah, but
and then they completely blocked us the next time.
And then they completely boxed us with Ben Skywalker. But I mean, there was that Obi-Wan and that micro series armor that got announced kind of recently. That's technically a Legends figure.
Yes. But who knows the story about Jaina? Did you know they announced? Normally the fan polls were in the beginning of summer, but at Celebration Orlando, they announced they were doing the fan poll then, and it hit us all by surprise because we were all, well, not Jano, I'm sorry, Ben Skywalker.
Yeah.
Ben Skywalker. We were hit by surprise when they announced it. We didn't have any plans to try to organize and
There's the TIE pilot.
get a organized character
Yeah,
to
we were
vote
just like,
for.
hey everybody, who would you like to have made into a figure? And then everyone, Ben Skywalker. They were like, oh, okay, Ben Skywalker it is.
The people at Celebration got together at dinner that night, and we discussed possibilities. There was enough of us together. We discussed our opportunity and took it back to our groups, and Ben Skywalker was the one named. So it was a very quick decision, and it shows how mobile the movie can be when it needs to be.
But there were certain websites that were kind of like had it with the EU figures always winning.
Yes.
Revan won, Jaina won, and now Ben Skywalker was doing really well in
Yes.
the preliminary voting for all the different websites that were participating in it.
And
And they were like, oh, you guys are cheating. You can't organize behind a figure.
Despite
Now you
the fact-
should vote for this figure that we're organizing behind to vote
Exactly.
into a figure.
Exactly.
And then we waited a day, and there was no like. Then the due date when all the characters were supposed to go to the finals happened, and there was nothing. And then another day happened, and there was nothing. And then when the 6 finalists did get announced, it wasn't just Ben Skywalker that got screwed over either. There was like 4 other characters, like the Tanaka sisters were a very popular choice. I think they were even more popular than Ben was, but they weren't in the final poll.
Well, there were issues with that character. They didn't have the rights to produce the image anymore. They'd lost the rights, so they couldn't legally make that figure.
Even though it's their character from their movie.
Yeah, but they don't own the rights to that woman's likeness anymore. They used to, but the rights ran out, and they couldn't get it renewed.
Well, I didn't know anything about that, but no excuse for Ben Skywalker.
Yes.
And I forget the others that were cut out. And then when Dr. Aphra, a character from the new canon comic book material, eventually did win the final poll, they accused the EU fandom, us guys, of like, oh, you guys are mad that Ben Skywalker got cut, so you voted for Dr. Aphra.
Why the hell would we do that?
I don't know.
But yeah, Leland Chi was great as the keeper of the hog pond.
Yeah.
He was there constantly fixing problems, and with something so big, you have to have someone doing that.
We love you, Leland. Stop by our booth.
Free the Chi.
Free the Chi.
Yeah, Terry, you're right.
Yeah.
That was part of that discussion with the celebration discussion last year. We called it the War Council, actually. There's photos somewhere of the War Council getting together and bring up names, but yeah, common characters and game figures were prominently, because we thought the visual aspect would get them easier to get.
She said even Pong Krell got drops, which was the Clone Wars guy with the 4 arms.
Yeah.
And that guy's really cool, actually. That was probably my favorite arc in all of TCW, and that would be a great figure. So
The excuse
I don't know.
I was hearing for that, which is a BS excuse, was that he was too big to make him as a figure.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, I don't.
If that's the excuse, I don't believe it at all. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of TCW, but Pong Krell would be a great figure.
No, it was difficult getting through TCW. I'd constantly be screaming at the screen, and every few episodes I'd have to turn it off and walk away.
Let me just put it this way: I'd much prefer Pong Krell win than Dr. Aphra. So
Yes.
no, nothing against Dr. Aphra. I just don't know you, Dr. Aphra. So
We don't know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite an event in our little neck of the fandom here. What, 2 years ago was it?
Yeah. We were already suspicious, but before they they kicked
Yeah.
out our event vote because they knew we organized. We felt like they did it at Celebrations several months early specifically, so they knew that we were too busy. The people that would be doing the organization would be busy either keeping the fandom running while other people were at Celebration keeping Celebration booth running, so we felt like they thought they could slip it by us.
It's dumb, but I'm still not really mad at Hasbro because they're still like, here's Obi-Wan with the Micro Series armor, you know, technically Legends, and it's like, okay, that's awesome. When Jaina came out, she was like, wow,
Yeah.
this figure looks way better than I ever thought that it could be. They went above and beyond. I didn't even
they composited Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher's face in there.
Yeah.
So that was impressive. I never expected anyone to go to
that was
much
amazing.
detail.
And then you got the Stealth X black X-Wing flight suit on, and
I expected they would use one of the many faces that are used on the covers, which every cover she's on, it's a different face.
but they still look good.
Yeah.
The artist still looks like they did a good job. And I love the Jaina Stella figure. I have one. So
I got two.
I would have loved to been, but you know, maybe we should just move on.
Yeah.
Maybe someday they'll make one. I don't know. Maybe I'll have Dylan take over now.
Yeah, you don't want to leave me alone at the booth.
Do you want to go to mine?
I think Matt left, so you're good. Terry's popular now, but she's having problems with posting. She has to refresh the page every time she posts. He's missing the Interceptor and the Headhunter. He got $1 off because of that. Nate's asking, did you guys hear the after writings? Hear that after writing Plagueis, James Lucino planned to write books for the rest of the members of the Darth Bane lineage? I don't think I've heard that.
No, I think the only thing he said was Zana, and people misconstrued that as, or maybe they would have eventually had it like continued. They would have eventually gotten to all the Sith Lords in between Bane and well, technically Plagueis, but no, we saw a little bit of Tenebrous in Plagueis, so yeah. It'd be Bane all the way up to Tenebrous, and then like Plagueis would have his novel, I guess. But like the last chapter of the Tenebrous novel would just be the first chapter of the Plagueis novel. No frames lost, okay.
What?
No frames lost, okay.
So what you guys been doing since I left? Anything big?
No, just talking to people. We're finally getting books in. We had like 3 books pretty much all day, and then like the last bit, hold on, we got a bunch of people coming in, so I'm gonna go around. Man, my post.
I don't know, Terry. Maybe you should fact check this for us while we're here. Cool, Nate. I wonder if I buy that Yub Nub, how jealous would it make Matt? I always like making Matt jealous of my Ewok stuff. Well, he already has it. It probably would make him jealous. Twin Sun Secrets, who wants to know? I know them all. Yeah, I think so too, Terry. I would have thought it would be people running through the aisles here screaming. Coming over the PA making an announcement. Good, they're getting books.
I don't know.
It's yeah, we take well, I can speak for in my day. I'm not actually a member anymore, but anyway, we take volunteers to help with various things, and we don't like just have people we don't know at the booth. The more we know you, the more likely we'll ask if you're interested in joining us, or asking around if you want to commit to being here a certain day, or if you just stop by and help man for a couple hours. We basically just don't, if we don't know you, we don't want you representing us, is the main point. Is that playing tomorrow, Mary? I know I'm going to go see The Phantom Menace on Sunday, but I think they're doing a lot of the movies. Brand new phone.
Okay.
Brand new. Week old.
Alright. We got Cess's Deception, Jedi Trial, Last Command, Approaching Storm,
That's my Bears book.
True Colors, 000, Rebel Dawn, AC Crispin.
When Barris was still human.
Yeah, that's right, she was human on that one.
Yeah.
Rogue Planet, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising. This is a problem. We have so many books, I can't stack them all without getting on camera. Dark Rendezvous, Death Troopers, and Razor's Edge. Now to put these away.
If you're interested, ow, don't just drop books on my back. But if you're interested in being more involved, it's something you can talk with Brian or Dylan or Amelia or any of the board members. There's other team members too, but I'm not sure how involved they are in picking who joins the team. Oh, you're coming to Celebration tomorrow? Hope to see you tomorrow, Mary. I don't know how much I'll be by the booth. I still got half the convention to see. It does look like it's quieting down. Bit odd that Thursday was so crowded. I'm sure I'll be by the booth at some point tomorrow, but how much, I don't know. Which book this came out of. I have not seen one of those for a while. Which book did this come out of? Because this didn't come out of something new. The Star Wars Fan Club. And hyperspace and all that good stuff that doesn't exist anymore. Oh, my favorite droid. My favorite droid. Whistler's always fun. I'll go with Whistler. I don't know what time they shoot people out. It was it's not. Oh, there's a mirror. I gotta turn. I finally saw a mirror. It's awesome. Last year, not last year, I keep saying last year, it's been 2 years. We would close up, everyone would start moving out, and after we got done, we'd move out with them. We were never around long enough to have actually be shoot out of the building. Dylan, who's your favorite droid?
Favorite droid?
Yeah. Who's your favorite droid? Chat's asking.
I don't know.
Yeah, lots and lots. $35 more to 1,000?
35 more to 1,000.
35 more.
It was one person who donated 6, and another.
Yep, just in time, Mind Flare. I'm sure the people like XK. Amelia doesn't have a favorite. Dylan
I can't think of a favorite.
Dylan didn't answer
27
me.
books.
Is this in terms of aesthetics or as a character?
Let's see. Mary loves BB-8. C-3PO and R2-D2.
I love TK7, the droid companion for the Jedi Knight in SWTOR, Star Wars: The Old Republic. He's just like the sweetest little droid ever, and I want a miniature version of him. No, I want a life-size version of him with his personality installed.
Lois translator droid's pretty cool, MD. Until he got...
I want a prize. They have this thing where you can scan your lanyard and you can win prizes. I won like this thing. It's one of those things you put on your phone so it like doesn't fall off your dashboard. It's got the Mandalorian logo on it. I saw a guy win a Funko Pop figure of Darth Vader that was chrome gold. It was cool, and I was a little bit jealous.
I want to find a Shadow Guard while I'm here. And I don't really care for the Funko Pop figures, but I need the EU character.
Yeah. Well, there's a ton of Funko Pops around here, so
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yoda's Mary's favorite Jedi.
Who's your favorite Jedi, Bill? I feel like I know the answer already.
Ferris.
Really? I thought you were going to say Mara.
No.
Really? Okay.
No. Mara's not my favorite.
Really?
I've gotten into fights about Mara before.
Really? I did not know that.
Well, I'm a Callista fan.
You're a what?
Callista?
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to get heat stroke after walking around. It's so crowded in here.
I mean, Mara and Jed and Luke are great together. I just don't understand why they got together in the first place.
That's fair.
I understand eventually Mara might eventually want to be with Luke, but I never saw what Luke would see him on.
I mean,
Other than
he's
being
kind of a
badass.
sub, so yeah. I agree, Mint Flare. I really love Anakin. Han Solo. He's great. He was great. Then he died. Hey, Dylan. Oh, he's in a conversation. Dylan loves making mean jokes about Anakin Solo dying and about Jason Solo dying.
He does.
Yeah, a lot of the memes Dylan makes are about the Solo brothers dying. It's like a dead horse at this point.
A lot of things he does, he beats to their dead horse.
He really does.
He gets one
He made
thing.
fun of me for referencing an older meme yesterday. There were Tide Pods. There were Tide Pods in our Airbnb, and I'm like, oh cool, thanks for bringing snacks. And he's like, that's such an old meme. I'm like, Dylan.
Dylan has like 5 or 6 things, and he repeats them at least 20 times a day.
Basically. Remember when those like the Flores jokes were really popular? He beat that one to death.
It was a game changer. That
Troy Denning made me cry.
The whole NJO series is game changer, and
Yeah, Troy Denning made me cry.
they had been building up so much on Anakin for so long. He was going to be the next key player, and then Lucas is like, he's gone. Work with it.
So a question for you guys watching this. What death of a Star Wars character impacted you the most? That can be in terms of crying, in terms of screaming, in terms of anger, whatever. What just affected you the most in the most profound way? Anakin Solo death was a tragic. It was a tragic.
Yeah, it was tragic. I don't know about Chad, but
Wait, did this Chad guy ever show up?
not that I know of. I don't know who we're talking about.
Wait, oh, did you say Chad?
No, I said I don't know what Chad had to say. Luke's not dead. Anakin's, yes. For me, I don't know if any of them really moved me, but found they were profound and meaningful. Chewie's was meaningful in the way I thought he went out exactly. If he had a choice, that was exactly the way he would have chose. Ganner's death, I felt that was such a. He made such strides in the last couple of years of his life that he. Just a few years before that would not have been possible that he would even consider doing such a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Anakin Solo definitely affected me. Trying to think. When I read Republic Commando and Etain died, I was like a sobbing mess. I really liked her. Like right off the bat, from the moment she was introduced, I'm like, I like her. And then she dies.
So you guys can look into who these guys are. They want to team up with us.
Utini.
Utini.
Well, I'm thinking it's probably something.
I have no idea.
Huddies and Ewokies sound a lot like it. It sounds like that could be one of those.
Make a wish anywhere?
No, I did not.
What about you, Bill?
I think I saw some people, kids from them, but I don't think I saw the food. Well, I gotta leave my phone up for chat. Do you have your phone to look for Utini?
I can.
Okay.
Somebody just gave us a bookmark with their name on it, the name of their group, Utini. So we're not familiar with them. We're gonna try and see if we can figure out who they are. But feel free to keep answering the question if you haven't already about character deaths that impacted you.
Yeah, it wasn't Anakin Saber. Mare's death was brutal.
And I think what made it partly so brutal was that it's like seriously a poison dart of all the things, you know.
Well, he couldn't match her with lightsabers, so.
That's true. That's definitely true. I mean, compared to her, he was like a whiny emo teenager, Sith Lord. Not that we know anything about that.
He was probably more powerful Force-wise, but in pure saber skills, she had the edge.
Oh, it looks like
They've grouped, Michael. They've grouped all the fan tables together. They're all right here. I wouldn't know, Mary. I haven't seen it. Your guide.
Oh, this is.
That's actually where we're at.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we had no say over the organization of where booths were placed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Yeah, that's Nate. That's a really good line. Yamara's entire, like, that final fight. Yeah. Okay, so one of my friends who is watching the live stream but is not participating in the chat actually messaged me and said a character who needs to die is Jagged Fell.
Yeah, Zek got a real poor deal out of that.
Poor Zek. I'm pretty sure this Mary person hasn't read a single EU book because she's only referencing the movies. Oh yeah, the Bothan's simply. Oh, sorry. What was the Bothan's name? Borsk Fela?
Not an NJ. Oh yeah, an NJO. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Borsk Fela, I believe, was his name.
Yeah, he died.
Say what you will about Borsk Fela, but at least he killed Borsk Fela. I totally just pulled a Dylan. That is one of Dylan's classic jokes.
So they're what? Some kind of encyclopedia site?
I suppose, yeah. Apparently UTNE is a website that has reading lists for what order to read EU books in. I'll need to check their website out some more.
I'm not sure how we could team up with them.
Oh,
Unless they
I'm
want to
sure we
donate
could.
books to us.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. We could contact them at some point.
I wouldn't know, Mary. I don't have any plans of seeing that.
So yeah, that leads us into this question. Who
Yeah,
is a
that-
character you would want to kill off?
Yeah, that was. I found that interesting, Nate. That that Creefei was his cousin. I thought that was an amusing twist. I mean, an interesting twist.
I'm not familiar with Creefei. That name's not ringing me a bell.
He was an admiral during NJO for the Galactic Alliance.
Oh.
Pretty good
It's
one.
been years since I read New Jedi Order, so.
So who would I kill off? Is that the question?
Yeah, who will you kill off?
What's her name?
How's it going, chat?
Hi, Ryan.
Hello.
Who would you kill off? Is
Who
the
would you
question.
kill off?
For what?
Like a Star Wars character.
Who would I kill off?
Who would you kill off?
Dala. That's who I was trying to
Yes! F that bitch.
Well, eventually, you'd have to kill off all of them because of legacy.
Oh yeah. But like, who do you want to see die just because they need to die? Just because they need to die.
I said.
No, I'm not going to win any popular votes if I say that.
If you say what? The thing you want to say?
Ahsoka.
Who? Say that again.
Ahsoka?
Oh, she's not.
She's a fan favorite. And they just turned all of chat against me.
But
Hey, is
she's.
that actually Eckstein who just walked by?
I don't care. I don't like
I'm
her.
just giving him a hard time.
She was on Collider and talking shit about us. No, I don't like her. But no, she's a
probably didn't even know
propaganda
who we
character. She's
are.
not a real character.
Not because I don't like Ahsoka. I mean, I'm kind of ambivalent on her. I just think it'd be really cool to have a Legends showdown between Darth Vader and Ahsoka. I know there was in Rebels, but I don't follow Rebels. I follow Legends. So
But,
if I saw them go at it, it'd be really emotional, really awesome.
But
That's fair. That's fair.
she's more of a propaganda character than a real character.
He said that. I didn't say that.
Fantasy Flight said that. I didn't say that.
Who would I kill off? I don't even know.
And Nate agrees it would have been Dala as well. Mary's excited for Celebration. Excellent. Mind Flayer wants Jaina to pass the torch to Alana.
I'm trying to think of the characters that are still alive. As far as like legacy is concerned.
I'd like to see Boba Fett killed off.
Yeah. Not necessarily killed off, but like he needs to like die. Like whether it's peacefully in his bed or going out like a badass.
Not so much because of him, but because of his fandom. Like I don't like Mary's fandom.
He should go back to Tatooine and fall in the Sarlacc again, but this time get actually eaten by the Sarlacc.
Yeah.
That should be somebody like goes after it. Somebody puts a bounty out for Boba, and so the person who takes the bounty executes him.
Because he was like his apprentice for like 3 months or something like that.
He takes the bounty, and then that's how he executes him, by dragging him to Tatooine and throwing him the Sarlacc and feeding him to the Sarlacc.
That'd be cool if it was Zek though, because it was like he was like Boba's boy for a month or so.
We got more books.
It's the meme. Why can't I hold all these books? Why can't I hold all? Literally, I can't hold all these books.
Hey, Dylan, I can't speak anymore. Who would you kill off?
Oh no, this is gonna be bad. It's always bad for Dylan.
Would I kill off?
Yeah, who would you kill off?
You gotta pick a good reason.
Brian, do you want to answer the question?
And that would be why Zek took the bounty. That's
Yeah, that would put a bounty on himself just to see who would rise to the challenge.
Yeah, I said Dala to start with.
Okay,
And they
I'll take
agreed.
your Jaina. You'd kill off Jaina?
That's
that
pass the torch to Alana.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool too. I love Jaina, but kill her off. Kill off eventually.
What? I feel like Jaina's the one person who needs to actually grow old.
Terry says Malgus because she's killed him so many times and he keeps coming back.
Yeah. He needs to die.
Brian, who would you kill off? He said Dala, he said Ahsoka.
Ahsoka?
Well,
For a good reason, though.
Ahsoka's a propaganda character. She's not a real character.
It's kind of a cop-out answer there, Ryan.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't say that part. I said because I think it'd be really emotional.
Let me
to
think
have her
about it. I'll get back.
He actually gave a meaningful answer, like about how the story would work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you have the hook on that one. Who would I kill off? I was never good at killing off characters myself, so who would I kill off? Maybe I would write in some sort of death for my favorite character.
Which one?
Gonna kill Corrin? He would kill Corrin.
Maybe he dies when he's in his 70s or something, doing something heroic.
Because of legacy. Not everyone has to die. That's just how it's gotta be.
Yeah. Kill Corrin.
Dylan, what's your answer? Dylan's distracted.
Who do we bring back to life?
Mara,
Mara?
Thrawn.
I would literally bring no one back
Callista.
to life. Death means death.
Barris. Barris also.
I'd say I don't love it.
You're definitely right. You're absolutely right about that.
That.
Yeah.
She said that like 3 times earlier today.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd necessarily bring back anyone to life. I mean, it was annoying enough, the whole Callista thing, how she like kept dying and coming back in the like early books.
Because that's... Sometimes I love George's involvement, other times I hate it. This is one of the times I hate George's involvement. Because he was forcing him to get rid of the girlfriends. He was convinced Luke was just going to be a hermit by himself forever. And I'm so glad Zalon eventually convinced him otherwise, but still, all the All the one he should have been with was kicked out before he changed his mind on that. Kyle Katarn.
I think I would want to kill most of the SWTOR companions just because of how annoying some of them are. I'm going to start with, who's the first smuggler companion? Corso Riggs. He's such a bitch. I'm going to kill him off first. Then I'd probably kill Quaizen Fez. I don't like Quaizen. He's not bad. He's just annoying. That's a bad reason to kill him off. Then I'd kill Arak Jorgen from the Trooper class, and then I'd kill what's the Weequay companion from the Trooper class? I don't remember the Weequay's name. I agree, Nate. I'm not sure who Scotch is, but Corso does need to be thrown into not just a star, a collapsing star.
I think Kyle's tombstone should read "In Memorial to Kyle," because we can't actually find his body and prove that he's dead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna line up the annoying companions from SWTOR. This is not remotely ethical, and just kill them off. That's terrible.
What is on my head? Oh.
I'm just messing. What you guys talking about?
We're still talking about
We're trying to avoid one of these comments that keeps coming up.
She's said that 5 times already today.
Oh, you're excited for episode 9? That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
But okay, so
means you're really
on
excited.
the questionnaire we have, there's a question. Let's ask chat. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
No, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? Easy question.
I actually have every answer.
That's definitely fair, Nate. I just can't stand Quaizen. I don't know why.
Brian just added that Corrin only dies after Kip does. Or Kyle Katarn. I don't know why I said Kip. Or maybe he said, what did you say, Kyle or Kip? I'm sorry, he did say Kip.
Not Kyle, Kip. Corrin and Kyle are the writers.
Yes.
So I would kill nobody and I would revive nobody.
Who's nobody?
No one. I wouldn't kill anyone off and I wouldn't.
Oh, I stole one of your jokes. Somebody said their favorite character was Borsk Fela, and I stole your Borsk Fela joke.
But
Dylan, tell us some of your jokes.
At least he say what you want about Borsk Fela. At least he killed
Borsk Fela. Yeah. Yeah, Dylan, tell us some jokes. Get on the stream and tell some jokes.
Alright.
he doesn't do this on command.
Alright, guys. Do you guys want to hear a joke? Alright. Planet of Twilight.
Why are we being edgy and controversial? We're supposed to unite the fandom.
Alright, so favorite movie. Dylan laughed when I wrote this down. Not that he doesn't, I haven't told him this a dozen times. Caravan of Courage.
I was gonna be like, isn't that Ewok movie?
And that is a Star Wars movie. Yes, you're absolutely right. Star Wars movies include...
I've got another one. The Invasion comics.
And it's Star Wars, A New Hope. Holiday Special. Empire. Jedi. Caravan of Courage.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Battle of Endor.
How did they
Battle for Endor, I'm sorry.
How did they react to my joke?
They're not reacting to your jokes because they don't care about you.
Yeah,
Episode 1, 2, 3.
They can get in line.
And TCW. Movies. Yub Nub. I don't know what the first order is. All right. Nate likes episode 2. Yes. It was definitely some holy crap movements there, I agree.
I feel like episode 2 was a bunch of good ideas. They just were not executed as well as they could have been.
Here's a question for chat. What's your favorite novelization?
Revenge of the Sith.
Of not just any novelization, not just the movies, but the games as well.
Oh,
Revenge of the Sith. It's so amazing.
it's so well written.
It's so well above any of the other ones. It's insane.
Well, I can't wait to get to it. I've only read the other two to this point. I'm reading through them.
And I'm saying that as Terry Brooks is my second favorite author ever, and I'm choosing Matt Stover over his novelization.
Well, I'm reading them in chronological order, and I'm only at 000, so I've got a bit of ways to go before I get to Revenge of the Sith.
And Terry Greaves' Caravan of Courage. See, I'm not the only one.
Battle of Endor.
Hey, if we get bored again, I can play Duel of the Fates. Now, earlier when the live stream was rage quitting on us, I played Duel of the Fates so that for the 2 seconds that the stream was working, there would be something other than us being like, "Are we live? Is it working?"
I got to stand up after that.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello, chat.
Ryan's back. So,
What's been happening? I met the Twin Sons Charities guy. He's really cool.
yeah, apparently
I entered their drawing.
Apparently, we are one of 4 Twin Sons here. There's Twin Sons Charities, which is not us. We're
No.
Twin Sons Foundation.
That's us.
Twin Sons Charities is allied with St. Jude's Children's and Research Hospitals. Then there's Twin Sons Brewery, and then there's Twin Sons Cosplay Group.
And then one of the stages is called Twin Sons Stage.
Oh, that's 5 Twin Sons.
Yeah, 5 Twin Sons.
That's a lot of sons.
Yeah, that's 10 sons.
That's plenty of sons.
Oh man, my thing came undone. Yeah, and the Twin Sons Charities, we probably mentioned it on the stream before, but they specialize in the X-Wing miniature game. They do like tournaments of it and donate the proceeds to St. Jude's. And yeah, and they were doing a little giveaway. There were fan-made or fan-designed ships. Some were like exploding. It was really cool. And I entered the drawing for one.
Nice.
So that'd be really cool. And then the guy there, he was like, oh, he was asking me about Twin Sons Foundation, and I gave him a Rin Network thing because he has a ton of books at home he wants to donate. So
Rebel Jedi says, "No wonder it's so hot in there." Yep.
yeah. But
Do they still have the trivia list open?
no, I think that got closed. That was when he was trying to redo everything.
That's fair. Yeah.
Here, I got a card here.
We can do more trivia, guys.
What crude weapons did Jabba the Hutt's Gamorrean guards carry? I should look down here. Why did Leia get with Han Solo? Because after Alderaan, she had nothing left to lose.
Alrighty.
Not okay. It'll never be okay.
We have 27 books.
I wish you could be here with us too. We're having a lot of fun. We wish all you guys were here.
Maybe don't read the more explicit comments.
Is there more? Yub Nub is best to have during last year's Star Wars celebration.
Yub nub, dub dub, yub nub. I don't actually know the lyrics.
Bone Man, it wasn't so specific. It just said axes. It was just axes.
Is this a flat cover or are we like waiting?
Corin jokes.
Hey, Dylan or Brian, do y'all have Corin horn jokes?
Let's see here. Corn horn.
Oh, goodness.
I get
End you, chat. Don't make me end you.
Hold on. Let me look at my
I did
Star
not
Wars
talk to
memes.
him days after he made a Bears joke, so I don't think we want him making jokes about corn.
Ryan and I are completely innocent. The rest of them are troublemakers.
Are you ready for a hot take?
Oh boy. I have a bad good feeling about this.
You know how Jedi students, like Padawans, have even the slightest amount of Force levitation ability? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good job. Now, I got an even hotter take. Okay. So, Corn Horn is Michael Stackpole's Gary Stu self-insert. Changed my mind. Also, do not tell Brian that I said that.
Hey, Brian!
No, your joke was fine. We're telling harsh jokes too.
What?
Dylan made a corn horn joke.
I didn't. It wasn't a joke.
Where are the scissors?
We might get some Twin Sons melee over here.
Yep. Ah.
I see we decided to take this up.
Were there blasters in Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, there were.
Yeah. A few.
Yeah, I remember Leia's arm got burned on Endor
Mm.
because of blaster fire.
And Boba Fett was shooting at Luke. In the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blasters in Return of the Jedi. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there was the E11.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna list them.
I think it's the AS-280 is the one that the one that kind of looks like an Armalite.
Dala in Fate of the Jedi was the fictional representation of Karen Travis. Changed my mind.
You're not wrong.
Dylan
Wait,
doesn't have the most
no.
favorable
I mean, yeah,
opinions
because
about Karen.
let's think about this.
Wait. She likes Mandalorians.
She likes Mandalorians, she hates the Jedi, and she constantly interrupts the plot for her own storylines.
You know, I actually love Karen Travis, and I love all her books.
I know,
Me
so,
too.
great, but like I can dunk on people I like.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I love you, Karen.
I've read a ton of her non-Star Wars books just because I love her writing so much.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you're watching The Empire Strikes Back right now?
Cool.
It's a great movie. I think that's probably my favorite Star Wars movie, even though that's everyone's favorite, but it's a good movie.
They are not wrong.
I remember Dala showed up in Karen Travis's Revelation book. Or no, not Karen
No,
Travis,
she
Dala
didn't show
did.
up. She didn't show up until I think the last book in the series, wasn't it? You know, Invincible. I don't think she showed
Maybe.
up until then.
Okay.
That's when she took over. It was like, oh yeah, Titus is dead. I guess I'm in power now. Peace out, bitch.
Pretty much.
I'm
And then,
trying to keep this
Paleon
PG-13
was
and
taken out of
failing.
power by Tahiri. Great writer, just saying. Yeah. It's okay to point out, you know, the quirks of writers that you like or people that you like, so that's fine. I highly doubt she cares.
She probably doesn't.
Yeah. Oh man. It's 7 minutes till celebration closes for the first day. So everybody who was looking forward to like news of like episode 9 and stuff, that's all gonna come tomorrow. Today was just walking around, buying stuff, talking to people, which suits us just fine. I think it's gonna be not as busy tomorrow just because there's less stuff going on. Or I mean, there's more stuff going on and less
That's
stuff
when
to do
the
out here.
panels
Yeah.
start. There were some signings, some photos done today, so I'm not sure who all was going.
Favorite Sith? Go. Well, I think I already said it earlier. Exar Kun is my favorite villain of Star Wars, which would make him my favorite Sith. I also really like Darth Krayt. Count Dooku, he's awesome. Darth Plagueis, I can just go on. I love Palpatine. Oh, that's such a hard question.
I don't really have an answer.
I guess I can make a top 20.
And go.
Oh yeah, you said you're the chaotic good.
Yeah, chaotic good.
Yeah.
Until you asked me which characters I killed, and I had a whole list.
True. Favorite Sith?
Favorite Sith?
Darth Vader.
Dylan says Darth.
Vader.
Yeah. And that was like the second guy I mentioned. So Darth Krayt's awesome. Count Dooku and Darth Tenebrous. Darth Tenebrous. That's a very.
Who was that again?
That was Plagueis' master.
Oh.
He's the Bith. That's a very Dark Jedi. I'm not saying that's a bad choice. I'm just saying that's very unique.
Brian, who's yours? Brian's distracted.
It's a Ancient Sith Lords. Yeah, a lot of good ones. Bane. Well, he counts, doesn't he? Darth Bane. Yeah, I didn't even say Darth Bane.
Bill, what about you?
Lomi Plo.
Ooh, wow. Lomi Plo, okay. From Dark Nest. Very interesting. Why Lomi Plo?
I'm not really that into Sith, and there's quite a few Dark Jedi I like.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was a troll answer like Caravan of Courage or what.
I wasn't sure if that was a what answer?
A troll answer like Caravan of Courage?
Courage is not a troll answer.
No, he seriously
the most legit answer ever.
He seriously loves Caravan of Courage.
It's a good movie, I will say.
See, the thing is, if he's trolling, he's consistent with his trolling. I don't think he's trolling. I think he's legitimately saying this.
Bill's favorite Star Wars movie is Caravan of Courage. I think Matt Wilkins might agree with that.
Is Matt back on chat?
I don't think so. We got 16 people on chat. How's it all going, you guys? Alima Rar, love, hate, or indifferent?
But now I got a reason. Okay, so we're 13,
After she got insane, I started to hate her just because it was like, she was so annoying. It was like, stop.
I kind of have the opposite. I think after she turned insane is when she got really interesting. Because before she was like, you know,
she was kind of boring.
A Jedi, but then she became like this crazy thing that ant monster. And, you know, I dig that.
Favorite Murker survivor?
Wait.
That's alive up until Crucible.
Oh, Jaina? Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's a spoiler to say that Jaina is still in fact alive by the Crucible. You know, since they announced a trilogy for her.
Do you have
and
any?
I canceled said trilogy.
Do you have any must-have merch before celebrations end?
No idea.
I thought they were gonna have the. I mentioned this like 5 times on the live stream already about the Obi-Wan with the Micro Series Clone Wars armor. I thought they would have that at Celebration on display, but I went over by Hasbro's thing and they didn't have it.
The official Celebration shop. It's like a mile long.
They do have the Fanful 2015 and 2016 runner-up figures. Captain Rex and General Grievous though on display. You know, the ones that didn't win the Fanful. You know.
Still good characters though.
Great characters. You know, they just didn't.
Yeah, cheat them. Cheat us. Any must-have merch before Celebration end? You guys?
I'm about to go get something that's going to make Matt very jealous. I shall return soon.
Okay.
Show it on the live stream.
Yes. I wanted to get a Mara Jade button, but I went over to that booth and they were all out. So.
Sad.
Yeah. I kind of just been trolling for anything EU related, like that Jedi Search Micro Machines thing I got. Stuff like that is what I'm kind of after. I don't really want to buy. I mean, I keep seeing the Darth Revan Black series, and I want to get it, but it's kind of like, I mean,
yeah. Ryan and I literally passed a wall of just Revan Black series for $20 each.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 years ago, you would have been crazy if you saw that.
That's still a fairly good deal. I mean, they're like $13, $14 on Amazon plus whatever shipping. So.
Yeah, they flooded the market with them, and now they're like.
And Celebration prices are all inflated anyway, so you might as well get it here. Mary Lanning, can't wait for Star Wars Episode 9 panel tomorrow. I mean, I'm sure after that they're going to drop the trailer online, probably in like HD quality and stuff like that, so we're going to have a world premiere, I'm sure, of Episode 9. Favorite Murker survivor has to be Tessar Sabatine. This one loves bear bells. Nice. I like Saba. She's pretty cool. They're turning the light. Oh my god.
They're kicking us out.
Wow, it's at like 8 o'clock exactly right now, so they're not wasting any time.
Hopefully, Bill will be back with whatever his toy is.
Turn off the power.
What was he saying?
We're just gonna live stream as long as we can.
Okay, so I was thinking of like an episode 7 they could make like a post Crucible, maybe 50 ABY version of Star Wars Episode 7 they could make, like an EU friendly version. And then I would do Saba Sabatine like how they did the Nemoidians in the prequels and kind of have like an animatronic face for it. That was my vision, that was my dream. And then for the action shots, you know, CG dinosaur thing jumping around. I just saw my favorite Jedi, Yoda. Yoda's a great Jedi, one of the best. Saba is great because she constantly struggles with her more primal nature and overcomes.
That's definitely valid.
Definition of a great character is someone who struggles and overcomes.
Yeah.
That's what makes a strong female character.
Yes.
So tomorrow we're gonna have.
I mean, I'm not naming any bad female characters, but I could right now. We're being friendly right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty we can name who definitely are positive.
Thousands. Lumaya.
Both good and bad. Who still.
Nomi Sunrider.
Yeah. Who still make progress as characters in their development.
Jaina. Mara.
Yeah. Tahiri, Tunnelka.
Yeah. Alana.
Did you just say Moana?
Alana.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, wait a sec.
She's kind of like a Jedi. She has like powers.
There's that one shot of Moana where she's holding the heart of Tafiti, and it looks like the Return of the Jedi poster of Luke with his green lightsaber. You know how like at the very end of the movie?
Oh.
Yeah, she holds it up, and it looks like the first time I watched that movie, I'm like, that looks like Luke holding his green lightsaber.
If there's gonna be
Matt, eat your heart out.
There we go.
And little weapons too.
Yum nub.
Spear, bow and arrow.
I'm sure Matt has
Hold it
one
up
of those
to the big camera.
Big camera.
It was kind of hard to see it on this one. Yum nub.
This is wicked. This isn't Yum Nub.
Yeah.
Yum nub.
Yum Nub's over there, and I might actually consider getting it just to try to keep up with Matt. That's what I'm like.
I hope to see BB-8 tomorrow too. He's so cute. Droid or R2-D2. You know, I bet they'll be in the trailer. I bet we'll see BB-8 in the Episode 9 trailer.
There's some pretty cool images of them. The car exhibit, there's R2-D2 and BB-8 on some of the cars in that exhibit.
Up at the front of the thing, they had all these cars decked out in like Star Wars art and merchandise on the inside. Yeah, I was gonna say with the Moana, probably the one place that you want to find like fan art of her as a Jedi is gonna be here somewhere. It's had to have been done, and they're probably selling it. I believe it.
I'm gonna have to find that.
Or it'd be a cosplay walking around.
That would be so cool. I should do that next celebration. Do a Moana Jedi cosplay.
There we go.
I have the hair for it. I'll make Star Wars versions of all the Moana songs.
Oh man, do I know a Moana song well enough to think of a parody?
Not on the spot. We'll have to get back to you guys sometime this week with a Moana parody.
No one's really like getting up right now, even though all the lights were killed.
Did you want the Hulk Hogan or Celebration?
I don't have it.
Celebration?
We got to do. We'll probably start packing up here soon. I head back to the hotel place.
Airbnb.
Airbnb, whatever.
The place we're staying with the roof.
Yeah. Nice place.
Yeah.
Ozzy?
Hey Ozzy, it's going pretty well so far. We've had plenty of good conversations today. Introduced a lot of people. introduced a lot of people to Twin Sons. Some people even took our business card because they wanted to donate but didn't have books and weren't planning on buying books, but wanted to support us. So that was pretty awesome. We're excited.
I think we donated, this is the first day, and I think we all donated almost 30. And one of the people who won the Revan figure said, use that, I use my winning and donate it to the hospital too. So,
I didn't hear about that until now.
Right.
That's great.
So we put one off to the side to also donate.
Sweet.
I am going to wear my shirt tomorrow to support Celebration. Do it.
No, we are not on Instagram. Our main social media platforms are here on YouTube, Facebook, and we have a Twitter.
Yeah. Twin Sons Foundation.
We're hearing Zolan's line got cut off today because there's too many people. So if you want his signature tomorrow, get here early.
Okay. Huh. I might consider that. If we're an exhibitor. Jefferson, hello, watching from California. Big fan of Twin Sons. Even donated a couple of times. Thanks for all your work.
Thank you, Jefferson.
Thanks, Jefferson. I wish you were here.
Yeah. Nate?
I follow you on Twitter, actually.
Sweet.
What do you think? A droid rebellion led by IG-88 would be a good future plot. He just vanished off the radar, but some of his copies survived and were never mentioned again.
That would be interesting.
Didn't the main one die, so they can't do that droid ability thing? I just can't remember. But hey, if he wants to do a return thing, maybe.
Yeah.
And if they don't, if it's not a future plot idea, it could be like a Infinity's alternate what if story. Like, what if he took over the Death Star 2 and took over the galaxy and started the Droid Rebellion? What would that be like? That'd be a cool story. I'd love to read about that. Yeah, so we have Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube channel, obviously.
We're all old people and don't know how to use Instagram. We're old grandmothers.
We're boomers.
We're grandmothers.
And then twin-sons.net is the website where you can actually donate to us or send us
memes
and books to one of our Rin Network locations where we'll find a new home for it to people who need it.
We're old, but we're not too old for memes.
Hospitals.
We like memes.
Yeah. Probably Twitter or Facebook would be a better place to send memes than our actual website, though. So.
Yeah. We also have a Discord. I think we have a chat. One of the chats on Discord is exclusively dedicated to posting memes.
One of the. There is a voice chat in the past where we've done donation fundraisers. One of the perks is if you donate more than, I think it was $50 at one point, you can join in the Discord chat. That might be a perk in a future fundraiser, so you can look out for that too. If you want to hang out with us on Discord.
Yeah.
Anakin not liking sand memes never gets old.
Agreed.
Another thing that never gets old is those children that he killed in the council chamber.
That's such a Dylan joke.
I had to catch up. Mary, love Star Wars so much, I wish I could start coming to Star Wars Celebration. I don't know where you're at, Mary, but they change the locations basically every year. Like, last one was at Orlando, this one's Chicago, there's been some across overseas. So the reason I came to this one is because Chicago is like a 4-hour drive from where I live, so I had no excuse not to come. If it eventually goes to like somewhere close to your area, I'd recommend going. It's a great experience, and it sounds like you're very, very passionate about Star Wars, and you'd have a great time here, I'm sure.
Plus, there's some fan favorite celebrities around here.
Someone on Twin Sons, an admin on Twin Sons, posted a note about social media. That wasn't us, but whoever did that,
probably
thank you.
Brian. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Aussie.
Now we have to get Dylan in to make those jokes.
Hey, Dylan, are you free?
We're talking about Jason and Kashyyyk. You know?
I've been on for 10 minutes now. No Jason Kashyyyk jokes yet, so that's progress.
Well, we brought Dylan back, so now there we go.
I don't have any new ones.
No. Oh,
Did someone actually request Stone jokes? Is that what I'm hearing?
that was Gordon.
I don't know.
New York State. Yeah. Then they definitely have celebrations sometime at New York. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Probably.
They have to.
It'll happen eventually.
See, there's some days when I'm on fire like a sheik, and there's other days I'm just not. So
See.
With my jokes.
See. This guy right here. 17 people in chat.
Yeah, Rebel Jedi. Dylan was just at the table. Dylan was at the table. That's where he went. He's still here. We've got this table where we're doing the live stream, and then our main table where we're talking to people who pass by.
Yeah. I think we angled the camera more to point at the people now.
Yeah.
It used to be facing our table.
No, we're not live streaming on Facebook anymore. We had problems
So
come up with that.
Now it's more facing out at the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am getting.
That way you get a view of some of the cool cosplayers and other interesting stuff that passes by.
Is that the Facebook chat on the side of the stream? Oh, is that showing up there? That was the YouTube chat that stopped scrolling.
It stopped scrolling, so we're reading your comments off of Bill's phone.
You're right. That's what we're doing. So it's just there. I'm so glad the live stream is working okay now.
Yeah, we had so much trouble earlier. Like we had probably an hour and a half of it not working for long spans of time, and then whenever it would start working, it would work for a second or 2 seconds, and then it's like we're back, and then it's gone again.
And when we first started the live stream, everyone was saying
there was that noise.
Everyone was saying that we were the only ones celebration that was doing a live stream, so we had everybody coming to ours.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to you, Callum.
Hey, Callum. It's all on Twitter. That was my ramblings. Try to see if you guys break things. It was just the signal was not cooperating.
They're moving something big with wheels. It's pretty loud. Star Wars Belgium asks, do you like the vibe in the convention center? Can you compare it against other celebrations? So this is Ryan's and my first time going to Celebration. The other guys have been to Celebration before. But it seems like a pretty good vibe. Everyone's been friendly so far. Like I've accidentally bumped into a few people and they're just like quick to like be really nice about it. Yeah, it seems like everyone's just really happy to be here and just a really comfortable atmosphere. So I don't know how that would compare to previous celebrations.
Yeah, as divided as the fandom may seem online, everyone in person has been, amazing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are crazier on the internet than they are in person.
That's for sure.
Because there's some anonymity to being online. Even if your name is out there, you can still kind of hide behind the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, we have had no issues with anybody. We donated almost 30 books on the first day.
Yeah,
and
exciting.
Yeah. We outreached to other groups, other people, told them about Twin Suns, what we're doing, what we're all about, and they love it. I think the only guy I may have pissed off was that one guy on live stream when I was talking about boycotting Disney, but that's, we don't need to talk about that.
Let's not bring up boycotts.
No boycotts. No boycotts here. I love Disney, I love Lucasfilm, and I'm thankful that they are having us here. Thanks for the shout out, Callum. Great to see you doing stuff. Haven't been to a celebration because they don't come to Australia. They should though, right? Why should?
That's a good saying, Nate.
Why should America have all the fun?
No, we haven't seen any General Grievous cosplays yet. That would be very impressive.
That would be cool, yeah. I've seen like videos of that.
Yeah.
Of the big arms and
yeah, there's a lot of big companies present. Her Universe is here. like you said, Funko and Lego. Hasbro is here. They've got a lot of impressive stuff. They've even got some previews of stuff that will be released this summer.
And then a lot of the fans, too. A lot of groups, a lot of people like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Some that I've never heard of, and I'm really like.
The Lego exhibit is pretty impressive. It's got like a mock-up, or like a, what's it called? Basically a copy of the classic Star Wars poster, but it's made entirely out of Legos.
It was it's like the 20th anniversary of Lego Star Wars. So the old logo they used to have on the Lego Star Wars boxes, like the 6 characters and like Darth Vader and Luke Cole pulling up a lightsaber, that's remade entirely out of Lego.
It's pretty impressive. I got some pictures and posted them on our Facebook page, I believe.
Yeah, check that out on our Twin Sons Foundation Facebook page.
What is the most impressive cosplay we've seen so far? Oh gosh, we've seen several. There have been several Mara Jade cosplays that were really well done.
Yeah.
I saw a couple Padme cosplays.
Yeah.
Like the ones that I saw that were really elaborate and impressive were her like dress from Naboo. The one from like
the end of the movie.
No, the one from the very beginning, the pink and yellow one, the one where Anakin gives his lovely talk about not liking sand. That dress, there were some really impressive cosplays.
I haven't seen that one.
But yeah, I saw a couple other Padme costumes. I actually saw one of her from the beginning of Attack of the Clones where she's in the flight suit. Yeah, I saw one of those. It was pretty cool.
I saw a Dark Empire Palpatine.
Sweet.
Did not expect to see that here, but and he was really tall too. Do you guys have a Belgian division? No, that'd be awesome. And the goal is to have Twin Sons Foundation all over the world. You know, donating books to hospitals.
That's understating. That's understating. We want to be all over the universe.
All over the galaxy, all over the universe.
Our next goal is the moon.
That's right. You want to explain that, or should we just let that hang? Okay. What are the things you guys are most interested in there at Celebration? A lot of the stuff I was interested in happened already today. Just seeing all the cool people, all the cool cosplays, talking with people, hanging out with these guys.
Yeah, getting the word about our cause out there is definitely a big part, because we get a lot of our support just from, I don't know how I'd describe it. Just from being here, really.
We're taking over the galaxy. Don't tell anyone though. Yeah, definitely.
A little late. I kind of already told them about that.
I'm also looking forward to any new potential Legends announcements. I don't know how likely it is. We do have a new Legends comic coming out on May 29th, the issue 108. So if they announce something else in the Legends that I'm a big fan of, I would love that. I thought there would be that, you know, for the 6th time, the micro series General Obi-Wan Kenobi with the clone armor. But I didn't see that in the Hasbro thing, so any new Hasbro EU figures they announce, I would love. Books, a new Legend story, Sword of the Jedi. Let's have that.
Fingers crossed.
While we're making a wish list here, we're under no illusion that the big thing going on is going to be Episode 9. Everyone is basically.
Yeah, there's like a 2.5-hour panel dedicated to that tomorrow, so any announcements about that are probably going to happen there.
Yeah, I'm expecting a trailer drop, title drop, and that also.
Any other announcements they may have?
Yeah.
New
cast members.
Yeah.
Heard Lando's going to be in it. Apart from that, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's going to be all the buzz on the internet for the next 6 months. I wonder if there will be a good chance to springboard some more advocacy to them through that issue 108. If we talk to Marvel reps or something, that would be like, hey, we're really excited about this coming out. Could we get some more stuff like this? Getting people to donate books.
Sorry, Nate says, would be nice to see both Sword of Jedi and Mandalorian.
Yeah.
As long as the Mandalorians don't take over Sword of the Jedi, which since Karen Travis doesn't write for Star Wars anymore, that's probably not going to happen.
She could fight Mandalorian in the book. I mean, Fate of the Jedi had several Mandalorian scenes in there.
Yeah, so as long as they don't take over the story.
Yeah. I doubt it. That will happen. I would be happy with Return of the
We can
Jedi.
still wish.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get paid at Twin Suns. This is all volunteer, but we get paid in hopes and dreams.
Yeah, it'd be hard to disappoint me if they announced Sword of the Jedi. That would only like make me the most excited person in the world for
I'm
several
going to have to
months.
disagree with you because I'm going to be the most excited person in the world.
I think our general booth area is going to just be a radiance of excitement if that happens. We're going to be streaming tomorrow and every day, hopefully.
Yeah, we're going to be streaming all week if our internet doesn't shit out on us.
I think we're past the worst of it. I think from here on out it's going to be clear going. It's probably the quietest it's been right now, just because everyone's gone right now.
People are heading out.
Yeah.
Time to close up shop soon.
We're going to get kicked out here in a bit, I bet.
Yeah.
Crucible killed off most of the Mando characters, but not all of them. Have you guys invited anyone from Lucasfilm to chat by chance? Pete Vilmer stopped by to talk with us.
He said hi. He said hi.
And Tom from the Del Rey booth, he was hanging out with Dylan and Brian and chatting.
Yeah.
There was actually a guy who left his book bag here with his badge in it, and we were going to give it to Tom to, put it in Lost and Found, stuff like that. But then the guy showed up like right after that. So good timing.
So they're basically starting a very thin line.
Awesome. Starting a lightsaber collection with your books. Pretty awesome.
They could easily go over the line. Yeah. And Disney is different.
Okay, well, Star Wars Belgium, you can probably go to sleep because that stream won't be happening until, oh gosh. What time is the...
We don't have the information. Oh wait, do we?
Money.
Oh, that's signings.
Signings.
They already have access.
I have a pamphlet. It's sometime, so right now in Chicago, it is 8:22 p.m., so we are about...
22 minutes after we were supposed to get out of here.
Well, I'm trying to calculate the time we are behind them.
Math.
I don't like math.
19 hours?
No, because it's at 3:30 in the morning for them.
Oh, duh. No, that's like 7 hours then, right?
Yeah, you're about 7 hours. I think episode 9 stream is like 9 in the morning for us.
Chicago time, it's 9? Wow, that's early.
Maybe it's later. I don't know. I'd have to double check the schedule. But either way, you can go to bed if it's 3:30 in the morning for you. Because it's not happening for like 12 more hours or more.
Star Wars Belgium, are you like the, what's your group thing? What's your focus? Are you like a fan group? I'm very curious.
Lightsaber collection with posters. I can develop my
That's legit?
Taking the tickets because they have...
Oh, everyone's saying what time they're at. Not in a group? Okay. Just wondering. You had like a little cool logo, so... Just a cosplay group with my girlfriend. Okay. Right on.
Yeah, they're busy still talking chat, even though
and some friends.
the
Okay.
PC's got to be closed down.
11:22 a.m. where Callum is. Hour ahead on the East Coast. Favorite lightsaber are blue and purple. What's your favorite lightsaber color?
Probably purple, but that's also just because I really love Jaina.
Yeah.
So,
And Mace Windu and Anakin and Revan.
yeah.
A lot of cool people have purple lightsabers. It's hard to dislike purple. I guess green. Yellow.
If it is past midnight where you are, please go to bed, guys.
Star Wars Belgium, it's 3:30 for there. 9:23. Oh yeah, that's like... Wait, is it the 12th or the 10th?
It's the 11th.
No, I mean in Australia.
In the Australia, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow in Australia.
Okay, cool. Well, I need to head out. Oh, Wingman out. Bone Man.
Crimson Knight. Yes, I can't tell you what to do.
Bone Man, it was great hanging out with you.
Yes, definitely.
I'm just a guy with a lightsaber and a few questions.
The event
appreciate that
lasts
reference.
until Tuesday. Wait, what's the reference?
Kyle Katarn.
Oh, nice. The event is going on until Tuesday, but it is closing up shop for the night, like right now.
I love the orangey yellow lightsaber color, like Lobaka's. Is that what you mean? It was a lightsaber color like that.
The corn silver blade was pretty cool too. Yeah.
Because the event closing today, it closed 25 minutes ago, and we're kind of just not.
This isn't the last day of the event, but
Yeah. No, it's not the last day. No, that's not what I meant.
First day. First day.
We'll leave this, these.
but yeah, it is closing up for the night.
Where do you want this stuff? Just under the table?
Do we have people still watching?
Yeah.
Yes, there's still a bunch of people. Like, there's 19
damn.
people on the stream. Okay, we're gonna have to call it a night because we're clearing up.
Tomorrow should be a little more smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, our stream won't rage quit on us.
Yes.
The other twin sons.
Amelia, can you unplug my...
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. We gotta go to bed and eat some food
Thank you.
and shower.
Yeah. How do I turn this off?
So upwards is broadcast.
If I can move the mouse. Sorry, guys, a little bit of a delay here.
Oh, that was so much fun.
And then you just click on where it's actually